bayesa weluza ingane yesayenza bayesa wena uzolusa ingane yesayenza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza bayesa wena uzolusa ingane yesayenza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ingane yesayenza ayishokoloza nababayesa wena uzolusa ingane yesayenza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza shokoloza ayishokoloza
to where we started, come back to where we from, come back to where we started. The night won't last for long. Come back to when techno wasn't on. Come back. Come back to where we from. Come back to where we started. The night won't last for long. Come back to.
This stream contains fast flashing images that may affect viewers who are susceptible to photosensitive epilepsy or other photosensitivities. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Masters Santiago Grand Finals. I am Pansy, I'm joined by Hypoc, and we actually have the honor of being joined by Valorant's product manager, Armand. How are we feeling today, folks?
Feeling great.
Pumped, yeah. Crowd is out in force again today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good day to be kind of revealing a couple of things. I think we've got some fun stuff coming up. Yeah, okay, look, we've got a show match, debuting Valorant's newest agent and the new game mode. Armand, what can you tell us about Knockout, which is the game mode which is coming up, and we're debuting it today, so anything leading in your mind here, what have you got for us?
Yeah, so Knockout is our new 5v5 round-based elimination mode. It has a lot of similarities to TDM, but also some mechanics that make it play very differently from that game mode. Some of the things that it includes is a revive mechanic, so every time you kill an opponent, your teammate comes back to life.
So we've got to be trading.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
Exactly. So
finally.
Yes.
The entire mode is based off of the trading fantasy is the way I'd like to describe it. So it's intended to facilitate a lot more team play than TDM traditionally does.
Yes.
I think when you think of TDM, it's like running it down, probably just like
kind
trying
of individual.
to warm up, feel the agent that you're playing, you know, trying to learn. But Knockout is a lot more Valorant adjacent is the way that I would describe it, but there's no objective beyond eliminating the enemy team.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to that one. I mean...
Well, yeah, just I guess in terms of the Resurrect then, in terms of like getting to the end objective, how does that kind of play into that?
So there is a round timer that goes up to 3 minutes, and then there's an overtime as well that kind of functions in a unique way.
Okay.
But the main thing that kind of makes it so that the rounds end is as the round length goes on, the respawn timer also becomes longer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but how about the maps? Where does all of this go down? Is this kind of where are we expecting to be?
So it's on all 5 of the team deathmatch maps, but there is a unique mechanic that exists within the game mode as well, which is team territories. So there's a line in the middle of the map that separates the 2 territories from one another, and that wall can move based on whether or not somebody interacts with an orb in the middle.
Oh, so you're like pushing it forward or back? Or...
Yes, yeah. And the intention behind that mechanic is if an enemy team crosses over that line, then there's a notification that appears to the other team that says an enemy has crossed the line.
Somebody's crossed into... Oh, okay.
Yes. So the intention behind that is to make it so that the game mode plays a lot more front to back, like in the traditional Valorant sense, right? Because you think attacker and defender. Flanking is something that exists in Valorant too, but it's not really common unless someone's like kind of lurking around. So that line is intended to function as like a staging line. It's really meant to be like, okay, we're set up and we're about to go in and try to eliminate whoever may be like lurking around a corner by throwing util abilities.
Awesome. Okay, and what are you most excited for players to try out in Knockout? What are you kind of looking for today?
I'm really excited to see people play in elimination mode with the agents in a way that feels like they're actually expressing their kits in the way that they're really meant to be used to sort of like get intel, clear angles, so on and so forth. So
still kind of an emphasis on utility in terms of, well, a different application versus traditional, but in terms of taking the space and then moving forward, progressing through. That's really interesting.
I kind of like the idea of that staging area changing the dynamic of the map as well. It kind of changes the gameplay loop a little bit, right? Because the map feels different.
Versus team deathmatch, forcing people further forwards and stuff. So
yeah, I'm excited for this one. And obviously, a show match wouldn't be a show match without the players who'll be playing in it. So we can run that up for you. Take a look. I mean, it's pretty star-studded there. Mike, anyone catching your eye?
Mixwell, always. Will always have a place in my heart, obviously.
I mean, Sassy, or you just hate him now? That's crazy. I can't believe that came out live on broadcast. As you can tell, the audience here is pumped up for this. And we did kind of allude that there isn't just the game mode. There's a couple other bits, but we'll get there when we get there. The audience is just, I mean, they're busy today. They're in early. This one is looking good. I mean, damn.
I'll say it again, Cantor is just the GOAT. In terms of the crowd work here in Santiago. And how has he still got a voice?
I mean, isn't that just the question? However, we've kind of leaded you to this point. We've brought you here so far. You've heard about the game mode. You now have that in mind. But all right, we've been teasing it. Let's introduce Valorant's newest agent.
People, not the best vibes today. I can fix that. U redu? Vrijeme za akciju.
So, ready to get out of here?
Wow.
Like, come on, man. You can't do this to us. That sounded so good. It looked so good. I need to see it.
Yeah. I need more of that remix.
Yeah, can we play it again?
Yeah.
Production, run it back for us right now. God, if this crowd wasn't already pumped up, they're going to be
That's the way
that.
to get them going today for the grand finals for sure.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this before, but then seeing it here, that's got to feel kind of cool, right?
It feels awesome. Seeing the big wingman on the big screen, though, is, I think, the best part.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, my word. And obviously, we will be learning more about this agent as we go on, right? Like,
yeah.
we kind of need to now. You've hooked me in. I need to learn more. I need to see how it plays out. It looked kind of supportive. It looked kind of, on the trailer, like a little alluding to it. However, we are going to find out exactly what those abilities do in just a second's time. So if you want all that info, you need to be paying attention right about now.
Let's make some noise.
Mix is our new Sonic Radiant from Croatia. He's upbeat, he's motivating. He doesn't just meet people at their energy level, he definitely brings them up to his. He's confident, he's got swag, he can pop off when he wants to, but he genuinely takes pride in showing up for other people and letting them do their best.
Hell yeah, that's my team.
Mix is a supportive character, and all of his abilities really are about enabling his teammates.
We have some agents on the team that are about stealing the spotlight, but Mix is all about shining the spotlight on others.
Damn, Sage, who trained you? I need some of that.
Mix is a Radiant with the power of sonic energy, so he releases radiant sound waves from his body, and the vibrations from those waves have a physiological effect on people.
One of Mix's abilities is a stim. Harmonize allows him to choose an ally and stim them. He also stims himself, and what's unique about Harmonize is it's not only a combat stim, but every time you or your ally gets a kill, you both refresh that stim, so it really keeps the party rolling.
He also has an impulse device that he can use to like imbue his powers with, alter the sound waves to produce different physiological effects like a heal or a concuss.
Mix's ultimate base quake creates this sort of cone zone in front of him. After a brief windup, he deafens and pushes back and slows anybody who's caught in the blast of this gigantic sound wave. Your teammates can, freely flood onto a site in a retake or a site execute without your enemies even being able to hear you.
Mix was actually somebody who was added to the roster to give Sage some relief as a healer on the battlefield. He was actually discovered by Clove and KJ at an underground rave when they were on personal leave, and he was someone that they realized was definitely more than a sound. He was somebody that was a unifier, a morale booster, which is exactly what they need this year as they face off against Legion.
And joining us to break down Mix a little further, it's Riot's gameplay designer, June. Please walk us through some of these abilities. It looks unreal.
Yeah, so Mix, like all our characters, has 4 abilities. He is a controller, so he can smoke, and that's on like normal cooldown timer, 60-second cooldown timer. Mix's C ability is a device that he can throw, and he can either set it to be a concussing zone or healing zone.
Now, I think I saw the waveform in there, right? Could you talk us through that with a little bit? Because I kind of want to learn it as we go, right? Because look, I'm a visual learner. Talk me through how this kind of works, because like, how does it slot in compared to some of the other agents as well? Like, what should I be thinking of here?
Oh yeah, so this is sort of, I guess, one of the ways in which Mix is exactly as you'd expect as far as our controller goes, and it's something that's going to be familiar to you, hopping onto the agent for the first time. It has 2 charges, 16-second smokes, really just sort of, standard smoker.
Okay, perfect.
And to follow that on, Harmonize as well. That's something that certainly I've got my eyes set on. How does that kind of synergize with other agents in terms of, I guess, typical uses?
Yeah, so Harmonize is really where Mix can choose a player on the team, and you kind of become stim buddies, for lack of a better term. And you both get a combat stim, and as you both get frags, it actually keeps refreshing that combat stim.
Oh,
you can really snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you put it on your jet, they dash in, they get their opening pick, it refreshes, etc.
Okay, but then Impulse then, what is this? You kind of saw it a little bit in the trailer. What does it actually do?
Yeah, so Impulse is, it has 2 modes. It has a concuss mode and a healing mode. You throw it, and it has this, it's a little device or bot that pulses on the ground, and it either is concussing or healing depending on how you set it.
Sick.
Okay. Obviously, well, the final one, base quake, obviously, but we'll have to park that for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready. I think it's time to go. We're not going to hold you up any longer. Okay, well, we need the outfits for starters.
Well, yeah.
How are they coming in with cosplay
Probably the
already?
best dressed showmatch lineup we've had. I see a PRX jersey.
Yeah,
now that's bold.
That is kind of crazy, right? Like, all right, fair play. I'm on board. I love it. Everyone's excited for this, but we kind of... Look, we can circle this one back around as well. Look, these lot on stage, you get themselves ready, lock themselves in. I mean, yeah, this atmosphere is wild, but let's kind of roll it back to the agent because, look, we were flying through that. I want to slow it down a second and get a little bit more context because I didn't think we got to the ult.
No, so we want to talk about Basequake, June.
Yeah. So Basequake, it's like a cone ultimate, which is an unusual shape for characters.
Oh, okay, first time?
Yeah, you know, Mix is a back line. Your teammates are running out in front of you. We want to make sure that you don't hit them right as they're going out into the site. So we have this cone ultimate. It deafens, slows, and knocks back enemies. So enemies who are hiding maybe on the site, it'll like actually push them out from cover. Also, it has this cool effect of making it so all these all the audio from like dashes and steps and abilities they can't hear, right, because they're deafened. So yeah.
So actually good work on a stage like this, huh?
Yeah, actually probably the perfect
Don't give it to PRX, please.
No.
They're already up to no good here. But again, if we're now starting to kind of, we've done the scripty stuff, we can actually start talking about it like normal humans. How do you kind of see this playing as well, though, Mike? Because like you've been looking at this a little bit, we have as well. Like I'm sure you have questions.
Because there's a lot of ways this kind of sits in towards kind of well, call it supportive, also in terms of like initiator sort of play style. So it slots right between controller and initiator for me. Do you kind of tend to agree with that?
Yeah. I think this character is definitely a character that thrives on those like exec heavy comps and maps. You know, we're having that stim, having you know, the heals after your fight, having concusses and smokes, like it really brings together a kit that really supports and execute in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like I'm just going to be plagued by duos with this now, though. It is like
it is the go-to,
agent,
right? If you're a duelist, you see, again, queue up and you've got basically somebody who can fill both roles.
Yeah, it feels quite flexible, too. It doesn't feel as... Okay, being completely honest, I get a little nervous when I hear support, right? Or something very passive and maybe not as involved, but it does feel like it fills both parts, right? It doesn't
master
feel...
almost.
Yeah, as you said, it refreshes on kills, like with the stims, and it kind of snowballs. It still feels really present. Was that something to have to try and keep in mind of this kind of idea of not having it being two backlines, but still feeling involved, still feeling like you're influencing the outcome?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Mix is a character where you're very like buddy to buddy, shoulder to shoulder, fighting there with your team.
Yes.
A lot of our other supportive outputs are like through walls or from far away. They're not like quite in the thick of it. Whereas Mix is definitely a character you want like by your side, fighting with you, trading you, cleaning up the mess after, you know, the whole thing.
I guess actually we talk about controllers then actually. It's more, what's the range on the smokes? You obviously saw the cast range there. Is it similar to other controllers like Brimstone, for example?
Yeah, similar to other controllers. Actually, I think a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, definitely have a good bit of reach.
Not kind of Astro Omen completely disconnected. They can play from the other side of the map. It's more with the pack.
Yeah, more with the pack.
And have you guys, I mean, all of you have tested this out, right? But have you seen any compositions that kind of suit it well? Have you seen any of those sort of like synergies already showing in some of the like gameplay tests?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a character we wanted to be, like you guys kind of commented, that like duo, team play, social character that's really about being quite flexible, but we've seen a lot of success with all of our entry fraggers.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe not the ones that get too far ahead, like a Neon might be,
yeah,
you know, you stim
them,
they just kind of take off into the distance, you know, normal Neon stuff. But like a Phoenix or a Waylay or a Jet, any of these characters, right, where you'd expect to be a little closer to them.
And have you tried it in the new game mode as well? Because I feel like it would really suit. This is like, as I said, just playing with your buddy, a little bit of warm-up. Let's hop in and just like duo it out.
Yeah, the whole kit is like S tier on Knockout. He's very, very good. So yeah,
nice.
Check him out.
No, I was just going to ask about Knockout. Yeah, basically what we're going to be looking for today.
Yeah, again, in my mind, when I'm thinking about Knockout with this, it's just that, I don't want to say snowball effect, because I do feel like there's a comeback mechanic of when you go through that wall, for example, if you're really pushed back, you're still being told that there's someone behind the lines here. Is that ever something you have to keep in mind, that there is like comeback mechanics in these new game modes as well? Like trying to keep it like not too oppressive if you are like on the receiving end?
Yeah, exactly. There's a huge risk with actually going into the enemy lines and trying to get those last kills, because if you don't succeed, then they can potentially swing it all the way in the other direction destruction by snowballing and reviving all their teammates.
Okay.
So it has to be very intentional in terms of like going and clearing that space with your allies.
It's always kind of fun, interesting, and finding out the depth of the mechanics you guys have to consider, because obviously it does go to the extremes, right? Like sometimes you will be absolutely hammered in spawn, but there has to be that way back through. I do think we are pretty close to getting into this, and I kind of hope we see some of those OT mechanics, because I think we alluded to it earlier, but that kind of tick down of health. I watched one of the videos, and it actually puts people on the spot. I felt pressured. I was terrified watching it, let alone playing it.
Yeah. It forces a fight in a way where either team needs to take contact. Otherwise, the resolution it's a 50-50 in terms of who wins.
Okay, I think we are almost there. Thank you for your patience. We are diving right in. There's going to be 3 maps, so best of 3 rules, basically. Now, will I be able to keep up on that? No idea. But we get to watch the brand new agent in action. Mix. Let's see who's actually at the helm of this. I do need to kind of check in on that.
It's been a long time since you casted from this hub.
Yeah.
Again, here seeing the notification here. Actually.
Yeah, we really wanted to make sure that players felt like they were getting rewarded for their assists, like we were celebrating that more in game. So you can actually see as you're watching Mix Series getting these assist banners that show, oh hey, you just got an assist because of this ability you used.
Okay, and what's the refresh time? Is it fully refresh the ability in terms of the stim?
Yeah, so every time you get a kill while you have Mix's stim on you, either the person who received the stim or Mix himself, that will refresh the full duration of the stim.
Okay. I think as well we just caught
well,
Casey backed into a corner. We did see some of the util getting destroyed as well. What's the...
Yeah, so...
Sorry. Casey just held down this for ages.
Yeah, but it does show that behind lines thing, right? Like we're seeing, like it's brand new for me, kind of keeping an eye on the UI as well of some of the new notifications. Even just seeing like, okay, you're rezzing Sage and then again reviving in 3, like these new updates. It's gonna be kind of fun just getting to grips with this new concept and these new sort of gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, it's definitely a more tactical mode overall.
I don't notice as well when you go past the line, you get the fog of war on minimap because you don't have the information.
Yeah, there's the Omen like minimap obfuscation that comes with his ult.
And I think it is all down to TCK, right? This
again, he just held down the floor.
Good luck, last alive. Gonna have to try and do some damage. Good work. Oh dear, overwhelmed in the end and first round then. Gonna be ticking over to the other side. I think the crowd liked that one.
No. But the pacing, I mean, how quickly does the spawn retimer scale upwards? Is that kind of instantly from the get-go, or is it kind of incrementally across the round?
The intervals spread across the entirety of the round, but it's incrementally throughout the round.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not linear. It's like it changes over the course of like you cross 1 minute and then it adjusts.
An average round time from, I guess, from playtest is obviously going to be different. But in terms of average round time, how long usually do these last?
It goes anywhere from like 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, on average, unless it goes into OT. But it seems like the way that both of these teams are playing is just like stacking all on one side and just running it down together, which I think is like a pretty interesting way of going about it. It's pretty chaotic right now.
Yeah, I think Chaos is going to be the name of the game here, if I'm honest. But even with that... Unlucky. But again, it feels like you have to be quite intentional with those combat stims too, because they're not going to be sat around forever. It's not a long duration. It feels like you have to be quite aware of what you want to achieve with it. So it's not just something to throw out on the fly every now and then. It's maybe to set something in motion.
Yeah, definitely. It's an ability where it's definitely part of your go button, right? You throw that stim, you want to maximize every second you get of it. And you want to make sure you can get in there and take a fight with it, because stims in general are just such a big combat advantage, right?
Are we holding spawn?
Are we?
Yeah, this is a strategy that we see pretty often too, right? So holding spawn, waiting for them to push, but then there's the wall mechanic. You can see the enemy team just push it forward.
Oh, you see on the minimap,
Yeah, so the intention there is that if teams do this, the wall is intended to flush them out.
And it gives them less space basically to operate from.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, they are getting battered.
They are getting,
And this is smoke and rolled. Just. You widely unleash Bastarda in this. That does feel... Maybe we need to shuffle teams a little bit, gang.
I don't think they're going to agree to that.
You don't think so?
No.
I also think they quite enjoy seeing
the crowd also hates seeing one person alive not pushing forwards.
Yeah, but it's Kesnet, so the whistling's not happening yet.
Yeah,
he gets given a lot more freedom on this. And alas, it is a mix, so we're going to see the gang run him down. But yeah, it's so cool seeing the fog of war, or like the Omen sort of like TP.
Yeah, again, obviously lacking map layout, but also when you spot a player, they're not confirmed by minimap information either.
Right. It's just the notice that they're in your territory, right? So no like hard intel reveal, just generally in the area.
Okay.
Let's What's the game plan now? Okay, well, I was thinking of your strategy. More for me.
We got the Tactibear. We're ready.
Yeah,
the Tactibear, yeah.
True. That is highly necessary.
I hate to say it, but I kind of want to see Neon get stimmed.
There it is.
Yeah, well, we got what we wanted. Now, will the observers follow that? No. You've got Mix well. Thank you.
Who just got dropped by Sassy.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the interactions now with all the agents, see how that stim feels and how it kind of like, oh dear. Soypan's kind of doing some damage, but there is a chance for the resist.
I was going to say, just to clarify, the res is instant on the trade, right?
No, not instant.
Oh, it's not instant.
It triggers the timer, right? And then the timer will extend over the course of the round.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to just like looking towards it, so like the 4 seconds there for like the Sage to come back in around, so it's like kind of. It's totally changing how I'm looking at the game as well, and the dynamics of these fights, because there is like the ability to totally turn the round back, potentially in your favor.
I see it now, yeah, up on the top.
That's it.
Well, we've got another stimmed up Neon, but Suga's going to do it anyway themselves. They don't need the assistance, apparently. But again, I guess it is that kind of fact that both of them get the stim, right? It's not just one, it's not just purely to set them up. You're also in the fight.
Yeah, so Mix can kind of follow up on the duelist as well, and not just sit in the back line. You've got the stim benefit.
Yeah, it's really for you to both feel confident pushing together, right? And it's also one of those things where if Mix is the one who gets the kill, it'll also refresh the stim for both of you. So it's not like you're totally relegated to letting them get the kill. It's something that you're both engaging in together.
Now, if only they got an ult. I want to see the ult.
Yeah.
Mated.
Yeah. Also, the smokes look so cool.
They look really aesthetically pretty.
Are the smokes kind of like near sight inside, like brimstones, or are they kind of empty, like?
They're hollow smokes.
Okay.
So yeah.
They are on match point now for map 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll change it now. I want to see Neon ult stim.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just want Reddit threads to start?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's right here. That's wild.
Also throwing me off. Everybody using Spanish in game, trying to get notifications right.
It's a little bit tricky, but again, there's that support system, right? Look at it. Look at the assists you're just farming through this. It's actually sick seeing this in play. Look at it. Yeah. And then it's refreshing, right? So you can just keep going through. You're back in the action straight away.
Yep, absolutely, and it's something that we actually noticed really early on when we felt like we were really hitting our goals with the character, is you would see the scoreline at the end of the game and Mix would have like 32 assists or something, right, on a really good game. So this is definitely for players who like to see their contribution represented in ways that aren't just top fragging.
Yeah, 100%.
And sorry, the stim refreshes on the assist, obviously, for Mix. Does that count for smokes as well?
No, it's just for kills or it's just for kills from either player who is stimmed, either the player you chose or Mix.
Smokes up. Destabilizing. Teaming up.
Okay, so yeah, that is the enemy behind line. Okay.
Getting used to it. And we're getting 2 different languages. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're being put to work today. But, again, I just want to see more of the kit. I can't wait to see until like the pros get the agent in hand as well and just push it to the limitations, because I feel like they always find another layer to things that you don't quite see coming. And
well, I guess we talked about synergies.
Yeah.
What have you discovered has been like the strongest synergy? Ooh, a second then. Wait, whose ISO just went out?
I actually don't know.
That was Kesnet.
Oh, Kesnet got an ace.
Okay, yeah.
Kesnet got 5.
Just like that.
Kesnet is trying in show matches. We've been here before.
But to come back to that, what's been the best synergy you've discovered? Is it like the dash? Is it the neon?
Yeah, so especially on the entry, like all of those for sure. But I actually think one cool part of the character is it's really fun to play Mix with your Sentinel, because you can support them and like anchor the site with them and empower them and play different parts of the site, right? Okay. When you think about a Brimstone who puts down the beacon, you kind of have to all be there for it to happen. But this is much more like it has that range like Sage's heal, right? Where you can just throw it, put it on them from far away, and then you're playing off the stim together.
So actually cross-site, you could, as opposed to...
Yeah, you can huck it at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm all aboard. We are going to be going to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We've already had our first glance at the new game mode, new agent, and I'm sure you want to see more of it.
Let's go.
All right, hopefully you have caught your breath. We are back. Still in the show match. Now, I couldn't tell you who won the first game. Team Kesnet. Kesnet got 5. Kesnet's trying very hard. But if we go back through, right, and we were just kind of talking about it then, I want to just keep seeing this kit in play on this game mode because is it playing out in any way that you've seen so far? Is this a little bit sweatier? Are they playing it kind of similar to how you saw it in your testing?
Definitely very similar, but I will say the aggression on both of these teams is definitely not like anything I've seen before. I mean, like, they're crossing the line just so aggressively and looking for that fight. It's almost as if there's like they're looking for a vengeance for whatever reason. I don't know if there was some hate.
What has gone on ahead of this?
Yeah, I don't know who's been talking trash, but apparently it works. We are starting to see some of the kit utilized here a bit further. Once it kind of simmers down a second, you can start seeing them try and find some stability. But again, this is just, I guess the encouragement of trading is in place. Speaking of trading, doesn't get it. Kesnet, who'd have thought it?
Well, we just caught it there, the healing. How long does it last on the ground, and what is the total heal? So I think TCK was full HP, and I didn't know the teammate there, but stepped into it after TCK had died. So
yeah, so it will heal you to full pretty quickly from within the area, and it will pulse for several seconds. And in that time, it can actually be used by anyone.
Oh, so the enemy could potentially heal.
So you have to be careful.
Okay.
You can't just throw it out willy-nilly. You got to be a little more tactical about it. And sometimes you'll walk into it and it'll be like healing you through, like, because it creates a big zone, right? You'll be on the other side of a wall sneakily healing or something like that too. So you got to be careful.
That's quite a unique mechanic.
Well, I was just, well, for a second. Well, here's the aggression we were talking about. Everyone literally death-balling.
Yes. But some of them can get, well, they did get res. I think there's still 3 alive, so again, still not completely out of it. But you're right, the aggression is wild, because I don't think I've seen the mini-map in someone's POV a single time at this point. It's just gone. They are just permanently in front of the line, looking for fights.
Well, I was just thinking straight away there about kind of like the lineup denial. How quick is the heal? You said it's instant, and it will heal you to full. Would you be able to deny potentially like molly damage or things like that?
No, so you wouldn't be able to like deny, if you're like actively taking damage from a molly, you're not able to heal through that. Okay. While you're taking damage in Valorant, you actually have a buff applied to you that prevents healing and like, you know, that kind of thing. But yes, the heal comes out quite quickly. It can be shot before the healing happens, so if you're able, you know, kind of an interesting situation that would be where you can see the healing bot, but not the player it's healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe an unusual situation.
You know someone's tucked in somewhere.
Yes, yes. And you have to be careful with it. You know, you don't want to give away people's location.
No, that is true. I guess you do look at the bigger picture of it. Sarsi trying to put in some work here. Maybe try to keep Kesnet under heal, but I don't know how it's going to go.
It's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Oh,
leave Megan alone! We've invited a lovely person to come play a show match. It's like, Kesnet's killing them through walls. I don't think Cat's Eye will be coming back for another show match. I can't. Having a great time here at this point. It looks incredibly fun. I just want to get my hands on it at this point. Now, if we could get an ult, I'd be very...
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Get to work!
Again, especially here, because a narrower map.
On cooldown.
And especially with the way they're playing, you've got to anticipate somebody's following up. Yeah.
And it's the first time... Oh, hold on.
TCK
could have the ult. TCK has the ult. Observers, please! It's the other one! I'm being baited. I just want to see the ult. I mean, maybe we can see it in effect against them here. You
can see they actually they use the impulse there to flush her out of the smoke. So it's really about the size of the smoke.
Right?
Yes. So really it forced the peak there in that engagement, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess you get a little bit of area denial with it too. Like you can actually... I can't wait to see the pros get even a try on it. Even if it doesn't get into like meta rotation, even just seeing them figure out new ways to clear
it's a controller that kind of ticks a lot of boxes that kind of Astro does in terms of utility and being able to set kills up, but certainly more what you're saying in terms of deathballing and working directly with another agent, potentially be it a duelist or a sentinel. I'm actually really intrigued to see how it would work in some of the more traditional maps.
Yeah.
Obviously here, shining because it's fast-paced, everybody's going forwards.
TCK, I believe in you. I think you're going to get us the online. I firmly believe. I might be delusional at this point, but I think I'll live by those delusions. But again, speaking of the ult though, it's the first time we're seeing something that shape as well, right? What was the idea behind changing that around in your mind?
So for us, we actually found that because the way Mix plays, like game to game, is you're often like, all right, the barrier drops, I'm smoking, I'm stimming you, I'm gonna like, maybe I have a lineup for a concuss, or like I'm throwing a concuss onto the site. You're often the last person in or one of the last players going in because you just have a lot of stuff to do to support your team. And we were just like, with like a traditional shape, we found that you just often would be hitting your teammates.
Sure.
So having that cone shape lets you line it up so they can kind of run alongside it with you.
Oh, that's great. And there's verticality to it.
Yes.
Right? It's not just a flat sort of cone, it has the vertical element.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. Maybe my dream will come true of seeing said ult. TCK is giving me nothing.
Well, again, yeah, I'm more interested in kind of the coverage, how it kind of marries up versus like a Nightfall or a Rolling Thunder. Is it the same sort of area?
Yeah.
At the very end of it.
Yeah, like, it's kind of hard. I don't know how to do some math about cone to rectilinear shape area coverage. I don't think I have that equation off the top of my head. But I would say that, like, yeah, you would expect it to be, like, pretty similar, right, in terms of, like, the site coverage. If people are playing back on the site, it's definitely going to be wider back there than, of course, close to you. So something to consider when, like, how you cast the ability.
I think are we on map point here? We are for one team.
For one of the two teams, they are winning.
TCK's team.
Good.
Yeah, it's TCK's team on map point.
Okay.
So obviously the scoreboard at the top here, it's the round score up to 4, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Goes to 4.
Kesnet, I don't think likes that.
No.
I think Kesnet is... Oh, Kesnet's dead. Bastarda just buried him. Down to the last 2. I mean... You'll be able to get any teammates back at this point. Megan joining in, that's going to sting.
That closed out. Pretty clean last round there. And actually, I just spotted as well at the top to come back to the respawn timer. You have the indication the whole time through at the top of how long the respawn's going to take. Is that right in terms of the waves?
Yes, exactly.
Just to confirm, we are going map 3. The crowd is... Yes, why wouldn't we? We need a tech pause in here at some point.
Yeah, we need a tech pause.
But no, we are going to go all the distance, so we get to see the full potential of everything coming up, so do not go away.
Like that. Why you want to act like that?
I think I can actually translate what was said there. I got a kill.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
Yep.
Look, let's go.
That one's for PRX.
Put it in the bank.
They're gonna need them
later.
today. That's for sure.
Are you alluding that they are not coming in?
No spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Okay. But we are going to go back through into this and kind of get to see once again if we may be treated through this. And actually, I didn't actually catch that for a second. Buy-wise, do you start in like pistols and then scale up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like round by round progression in weapons.
Yeah, there's stage loadouts. They're up to 4, so starting with pistols and then SMGs and then like light rifles and then eventually like rifles.
Oh yeah, there it is. These stages. Cool. Okay. Let's see if TCK can keep us on board here. I'm praying for ults. And again, maybe I don't want to say less aggression. I kind of like aggression, and there's the setup on the neon. And
my ult is not
quite
ready.
Gonna fight yet on it.
No target.
I can't get out. The smokes look probably the coolest of any controller. I'm going to be honest, yeah.
Aesthetically speaking, I'm happy.
And then actually first time we've seen as well, actually the indication kind of the wall moving up. We saw it previously on the minimap, but see it there, the barrier moving.
Yeah.
And they're just ult orbs, essentially, right? Or on the ground to be able to move the wall up, right?
Yeah, so when you pick them up, the reward is 1 ult pip, and then you also regen your HP.
Oh, you get a regen as well?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's actually quite an encouraged aspect.
But actually, Mix just is insane for this game mode in general. In terms
Yeah.
of like the snowball and the regen.
That would be huge. All right, TCK. 3 more kills, and I'd have been happy, but there we are. First round picked up. All good.
So just because we touched on it there, we come to the second round now, and we go to SMGs.
Yes.
Is it kind of hard locked there, or?
There are a number of different weapon options other than SMGs too. I think it's Stinger, Bucky, Sheriff.
Okay.
I want to make sure I have that right. But
Sassy, love him being back on the stage.
I think they're doing an homage to Boaster.
Oh, okay.
That was actually his dance originally,
Okay.
I've heard.
I didn't catch the dance, so
Well,
I have to go back.
okay. Love we're taking off headsets.
Yeah.
Big
It's the tech
fan.
force. It's the tech
There's
force coming.
It was inevitable, right?
Brilliant. Play without headphones. All right, back into the action.
You can
Mix
see the
well.
heal here,
3
too.
go rounds.
You're actually
there
able
it
to
is,
heal through the wall. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
there's gonna be some ratty
you
spots.
You don't need LOS on the actual util. It's still within the RE.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's actually pretty useful too when people are on the other side of a box and you can't quite reach them. You can kind of throw it right there, and it'll still wrap around. Or even just through the wall and be able to heal them.
And is it visual for the opponents too? Could you, when you see the
that
effect?
everyone can see the zone, but it's really only the impulse object itself that is the shootable part.
Right,
so you do
right.
need LOS to that or to pen it or something.
Okay. It's okay. Slowed us down, and you died.
Well, looks like maybe Sheriffs are the play for that then.
Yeah.
A couple of people running down with Stingers and Mixwell to clean up.
Yeah, there's always a couple maniacs on the team, right? You just buy the stinger and send it. It's just kind of the way it is.
I can't believe you've called me out.
And again, I think I just spotted there. Now we go to Bulldogs, Guardians, and I think a Spectre. So it is kind of like within the categories of like 1600 to, well, 2.2 basically in the buy and the third one.
yeah, it matches like the loadout value in terms of how the categories are set up.
Okay. Operators possible?
Not in this one. No.
Good.
I mean, we're one away from an ult.
I mean, the mode's supposed to be for fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Someone tell the players that. Someone let them know.
Yeah, we got a...
Okay, we can get to see.
That's a stun. That's a stun.
Not sure
Input
best
error.
work.
Input error on that. And is that just like a right click to change it over?
Yeah, you can right-click to toggle it, and it's very snappy. So it doesn't really add any time to casting of the ability.
So you got, come on. One more kill, send me the ult.
I just want the
happiness.
old now. Sassy's farming.
Sassy's removing the ability for me to see the ult.
Of course. It's,
We're about to get another ice hole.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah. Oh. Oh, punishment, 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 punishment.
Oh, he's got a
Knife. Bastardo, please.
No!
It was so close to finding happiness. It is kind of fun though seeing this back and forth because I keep thinking, okay, round's done, and then the mechanics of like the rest is coming back in, and it feels like there's such like a momentum swing at times in this
Right,
too.
yeah, team swinging it back. And the fact that they're so bloodthirsty, sometimes they're just not pushing it together to get that last person. The ego peaks.
Yeah. This is the heal.
Again, I'm still trying to make note here of obviously the UI elements. Obviously behind lines indicated down here above the ammo. And then you were noting as well the assist marker and obviously top and center. That's the team notification, right? Everybody gets that to say enemy behind lines.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So your team, if somebody crosses the line, sees the enemy behind lines. And then if you are someone who crosses the line, then there'll be a debuff marker on the bottom left in the traditional section that exists.
Hey,
ultimate.
Oh.
Yes!
There we go. I don't think we're going to see too much from Actually, no, they did.
Yeah.
They actually did.
Yes, you did.
That's perfect.
Yes.
And there's
Let's
the
go.
assist banner on the bottom that actually shows like what ability got you that assist too.
Yeah.
So it's really, even though you didn't like necessarily see it happen, it's like you kind of get all the glory in the end, and you see that your impact was felt there.
Actually love it.
And
That feels good too as well.
Hard to
It's got a
gauge
feel
with
good
this
feeling.
minimap, but the range is, I think, probably similar to the back end of the Rolling Thunder of the Nightfall, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This
So
could
in terms
combine
of a
pretty
sight
nicely.
it's going to provide the same coverage.
And it seems fast as well. It's snappy. It's the pace of it that kind of I mean, speaking of bloodthirsty.
Okay.
They're back to business. And
just clutch
do
last
that, I
one.
guess. Yeah, got to do it again. Sadly alone for now.
Oh
my God, what
that was clean.
That tracking was
That was
nuts.
insane.
And when you res, do you res back in your spawn or where you died?
Yeah, back in the spawn room.
Back in the spawn room, okay.
And the spawn room never changes regardless of the attack line, right?
Yeah, it's
always
the spawn room. Yeah, stay the same.
And again, we were down to one player just a moment ago. We're back at a 3v3.
Yep,
It's so crazy.
Swung it
It's
back,
like
exactly.
swings and roundabouts that you can do.
And you can see this is like pretty indicative of this mode, right, too, where now we're actually, it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little more tension to it.
It's kind of nice seeing this. Bastardo waiting. Catch. Oh my God, more than waiting.
Waiting.
Had enough.
Waiting to strike.
Yeah, had enough of that one. Bastardo putting on a show for us. And I guess buy-wise, we're into those bulkier buys now, right? You should be able to get those 4 weapons behind you as much as you'd want.
Yep, we're in the Vandals and Phantoms now.
Yes.
Odin?
No, Odin.
Thank you.
Playing for fun. Playing for fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought the mode was for fun. What?
Yeah, no, the Odin is fun.
For one person.
Yeah, for the person using it, yes.
Yeah, we call it the morale booster in our playtests.
Well, judges? Are we allowed judges in this?
Not in this one.
Again?
Yeah.
We've found happiness.
Yes. I think I'm going to spend a lot of time here, actually.
You know what? I really like
I found my new home.
Huh. Okay. We're up again, are we? The celebration did not go well there.
No.
Punish.
Guess it.
Guess the fun police just appears.
I do want to see another ult in the last couple of rounds.
I'd really like it. I'd really like it. Come on, TCK, I believe in you. I was so ready for him to kill feed as soon as I said it. Ooh. Go.
And you can see there it's shootable, right? Able to clear out that concuss area.
This one's tense.
It's definitely slowed down a little bit. Yeah, they've realized
actually simmered down.
Yeah, they're all really trying to win now because it's 2-2 into the last game, right? So it's gotten sweatier.
Absolutely has. And
the sound effect of the AoE there at the stun is actually so cool. In comparison to the healing.
Yeah, our audio designer, Ryan, put a lot of effort in actually making that sound like music and actually like made some tracks to like kind of draw in and make it feel like there's like an audio track that's playing as the ability pulses.
Oh, that's so cool.
And sorry, just the heal goes to the walls to the stun as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting to get a little bit more of the idea of what you could do with this. Oh, slow fine TCK. Still, was it a 3v? Oh, okay, no. Sarsi's at least bringing the numbers down to a 2v2.
It's so hard to keep track of it.
Well, yeah, because I'm like trying to keep up to date on the res going back in, and then I guess you need to position for it. If you know they're going to spawn back towards their spawn, so maybe you could move up a little bit. It's kind of like, it's a real map control game. I kind of like this.
Oh, that's nice. The stim to follow up there on the Gecko ultimate.
Yeah, and also that stim, you can right-click it to cast it just on yourself.
Oh, okay.
But, so like if you're the last one alive, it's not like you can't cast it.
Okay.
You just don't get that benefit of like killing a player and refreshing it.
Oh, that only happens if you do that towards a teammate.
Correct, yes.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Much like Sage's heal is often better on the teammate.
Yes.
Very similar case here where Mix's Harmonize is better on teammate.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah,
Don't be greedy.
Unless it's just you, then do your thing. Be greedy.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Amounts of greed is fine, just not too much. Speaking of the aggression, it feels like there's an actual tempo to what we're seeing now, and it's a firing squad. Mixwell and Kesnet gonna have to sit this one out for a second. So you got 12 HP, but still in the fight.
Well, it's on the default skin. 100% clutching this now. And again, the visualization here of the line moving forward.
But it's also not too intrusive as well. It's not actually obfuscating any of the vision on this. And who do we have coming back? Okay, so 2 new players of 12. One from either side has rejoined, and actually that's a bit of a problem. Look how many are standing. Oh dear, this might be done for soon.
I mean, they're respawning still pretty quick. Now it's just gone off for 5 seconds. Yeah. Well, to say that, 2 kills come through. But that was at the 2-minute mark, right? So, like you said, it's at these milestones through the round.
Exactly, yeah. And you can see the timer up there, right under the timer.
Okay, bud.
He's got something to do about this.
Told you, default skin. Let's go crazy. The crosshair,
And the crosshair
is gorgeous.
It is as
classic.
Riot intended. I think we're down to 1 for now. Suga, this is a lot of work.
Spotted.
Oh, and instantly brought down. I mean, I want to play the game mode. I want to play the agent. You sold me. And I wasn't here to be sold, but it looks so good.
I guess in terms of that chaos as well, it's like you said, it's a controller that can stick with the pack and really actually excel at pushing other players forward and getting them enabled in the fight.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of our other controllers, right, they're supportive in very different ways. They feel like they're not necessarily like right there alongside you fighting, and Mix is definitely that character where it's a lot more, you know, buddy to buddy. You know, you're fighting right there with your friend, and more social in that way, right? Because you can kind of see all the action that's happening as you play.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it to feel so in the action on that, so kind of instrumental at building your team in and feeling so involved in it as well. It doesn't feel like you're as hands-off as some of the others, like, you know, with like a Sky Heal or even Sage. That feels like you're right there with them. But again, game mode-wise as well,
There's a
kind of nuts.
Yeah, the perfect demonstration for it. But I love the pacing where it's kind of like, you know, 3 or 4 kills come through, somebody's got to clutch up and stay alive, wait it out, and the longer it goes on, you've got to basically just sit and wait.
Yeah. You saw how the teams kind of changed their strategy by that third match, right? Where it was like the ego peaking and going for that last kill without coordinating probably resulted in some swings that they didn't want to happen. So playing as a team is pretty important in this one.
If I'm not mistaken, if we are following what I know to be true, we are normally heading towards a little bit of an interview soon with, I believe, down on the stage. So as soon as that's ready, we will be handing over to it. But again, when can people play Mix in the new game mode? Is it as soon as possible? Are we ready to go? Are you guys allowed to tell us?
It's next week.
Okay.
The specific days.
Yeah, so we patch on Tuesdays. So you can expect
keep an eye
shortly thereafter.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. We're going to hand it over to Belina down on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview.
¡Qué increíble showmatch acabamos de presenciar, Santiago! What an amazing showmatch to showcase our new agent and Megan of Cat's Eye. I want to talk to you because you were amazing. I just want to know, how did it feel playing Valorant on that stage?
It felt so incredible. I was definitely nervous, but my teammates really helped me, and it was just so much fun.
Definitely, it looked so much fun. Y bueno, hablando un poquito de lo que había sido este showmatch, quería saber cómo lo pasó jugando encima de ese stage. Dijo que fue increíble y que además también jugar conjunto a sus teammates fue aún mejor. Now I want to know, yesterday you played at Lola Chile. Now today you were on that stage playing at Masters Santiago. Do you have any messages for the audience?
Te amo, Chile!
The crowd is loving that, Megan. Thank you very much. You can go ahead and take pictures with the fans because now we're going into the winner, IGL DCK. How are you feeling right now? I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that amazing agent we just saw?
The agent is really fun. I hope we could show all the abilities and stuff. It's a very fun agent for you to play with your duo, with your best friend, and yeah, it was really fire.
Definitely, it was fire. Y hablando un poquito de lo que fue esa gente, también quería saber cómo lo sintió y cómo lo vio. Dijo que es muy entretenido, que le hubiera gustado tener la oportunidad para poder mostrar todas las habilidades, pero que sí, definitivamente está muy entretenido. Now we know that the crowd is really loud. How did it feel in that stage?
We definitely could feel the crowd on the stage. It was really amazing to play in front of you guys. Thank you so much.
Obviamente le pregunté sobre cómo jugar con todos ustedes acá en el evento y dice que es increíble, que muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí apoyando y gritando. You're free to go. Thank you for the interview. But now I'm going to the loser side. Suga, ¿cómo estás el día de hoy? ¿Cómo fue jugar en tu región, en Latam, con toda esta gente apoyándote?
Fue un sueño hecho realidad. Disfrutar el momento, sentir la vibra de la gente. Esto es algo enorme para Latinoamérica. Este público es sensacional y toda la gente que forma parte de este evento sepan que es de lo mejor que viví en mi vida, y eso que tuve el lujo de ir a muchos eventos. Este es sin duda el mejor que he vivido.
Qué increíble, qué emoción. So I was talking to her, I asked her how was playing with all this amazing crowd in LATAM. So she said that
timeout already coming in for Nongshim. They feel like they've got to get a couple more rounds here on this attack side.
I know they need the next two. Struggling on the attack, not something that Nongshim are used to at all. Zoom back in, our second Coinbase win. Dambi, yes, able to pick up the pace a bit, able to find 5 kills compared to the 0 that we saw in that first timeout call. But he is not dominating, he is not running all over PRX, which is what he's been able to do against every single team that they faced on their run to this moment.
Yeah, absolutely, and PRX just isn't giving him many opportunities. Like, Dambi is often looking to find a moment where he can punish either your default position where he knows where you're going to be so he can relay bolt or just run past you, whatever it may be, or he's looking for mistakes where you're going to throw a piece of utility and reveal your position. But PRX is playing it really close to the vest, and when they're not, they've got layers behind what they're doing to make sure that they've got that kill onto Dambi, that they can take him out of the equation and then deal with the rest of the team from there. Feeling like if he's not there, force the impetus onto Francis, onto Ivy, onto Xros, onto RB to step up and beat them in 1v1s, and I guarantee PRX likes those odds.
Gonna fall back here.
Something. Once again, that judge in hand looking for the early shutdown. Second will be eating some damage, but do they read this position? No, they don't quite do. 2 kills still gonna be found for something. Before Xros is finally able to take him out of the equation. Judge to be collected, but this time it doesn't feel like Nongshim's going to be able to work that thrifty magic off the back of the timeout.
Well, and Envy is over clearing A main, trying to set up for the flank just in case.
They're trying to cut the noise, but yeah, because Envy is so far forward, PRX feel more than fine to keep 3 players here on B.
Exactly. It's going to have to be something brilliant. Got a couple shotguns and a bandit. Do you risk it and throw an ult in here? Get into a post plant. Ivy's got the pit.
And Divide, he's got the angle and he's got all 3. One by one they fall. And one by one, PRX continue to rack up these round wins.
Just loving the game prep here for PRX. It's so hard to get a read as Nongshim on where the open space is going to be. This is something they haven't shown you since very early on in the half, since like round 3 with the shotgun tucked into the corner. So it's hard when you're in the heat of the moment, when things are going sideways, to remember that far back to some of the ideas that PRX has been showing you. This time, just Forsaken and Envy, he's going to challenge this key hit. Could clear the Prowler though, and a follow-up as Divide leaning in this direction.
That pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on the Forsaken. Dambi sliding forward. Able to find Envy. Turns back in. Francis will fall, but Dambi collects a second elimination. Divide. Not going to be able to shut him down this time. Dambi maybe starting to find his footing, coming alive here on the stage. Pit now going to be invested as well. As Nongshim know how desperately they need this final round of the half. Dambi going to be able to find himself a 4th. Something dead. Now it's all on Jing. Will quickly be cleaned up. So 8-4 at the half.
Really interesting stuff that we're seeing. PRX so far has a decent read, but that time you're able to use the Nightfall to give Dambi the space that he needs to go charging in. The fadeaway slide into the follow-up onto Forsaken, just straight up out-dueling Divide. Gets the 4th to make sure that there's no real hope here. Gonna need more of that on this defender's half.
Gonna need a hell of a lot more than that one. See if Nongshim's gonna be able to recover, but for now, we do have Valina who's standing by with a very special guest. Always love to hear from him, so let's send it over to her and hear from none other than Tens.
Hola Santiago, estamos aquí con Tens para hacerle unas preguntitas. The crowd is going crazy. They love you, Tens. I just want to know, how are you seeing this venue? Are you liking it? What are your thoughts on Chile so far too?
Yeah, so far Chile's been awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd here, they go absolutely wild. You guys have been really loud out there, so keep it up. And yeah, the games have been fantastic.
Definitely, it has been amazing. Y bueno, obviamente preguntarle cómo ha sido Chile, qué piensa usted. Dice que ustedes son una locura, todos los que están aquí también alentando, gritando. Ya la energía es increíble. Los matches también han sido impresionantes. But now I want to know, I see you're wearing the Nongshim shirt. Are you going for them? Are you rooting for them? And what's your predict for this finals?
So, my heart's divided. I'm rooting for both teams. I do think PRX is actually the favorites to win. I wanted the Nongshim team. I mean, I think their story is just so beautiful, working their way from the bottom to the top, now here to the grand finals. So I want to make sure that like they have my support so they can play the best that they can play, and we can see the best match that we can get.
Definitely, and it's been a great match so far. Y hablando un poquito también de a quién está alentando, dice que obviamente PRX es el equipo favorito para poder ganar. Por el otro lado, encuentra que la historia de Nongshim es muy linda, empezando desde abajo y subiendo poco a poco, y ahora están acá en este stage increíble. Entonces quiere mostrar ese apoyo para estos chicos. Esto es todo lo que tenemos por la entrevista. Tens, thank you very much for this interview. Do you want to wave and say hi to this amazing venue we have here? Chile, una vez más para Tens. Thank you very much. And now we're going back into the game.
Good to hear from Tens, but thank you very much. Is aligned with the rest of us, just wanting to see that solid series, wanting to see that titanic clash that's been long since promised between these two squads. For now, PRX, they have had the upper hand, and that's the thing that's most terrifying about this squad. When everyone is shooting the way that they are, they look unstoppable.
Well, and they've been there, they've done that. This is their 4th global grand finals ever, and they've already got 1 trophy. You could bet they're chomping at the bit to get another one to prove that they're certainly one of, if not the best to ever play the game. They're gonna slowly work their way up A, but this mid push, 3-man push, completely unaccounted for. Envy maybe finding out the hard way. Drifting up.
About to have that contact. He's good for the first, looking for that second, but Nabi just continues to slide across, dragging the attention, dragging that crosshair. Well, X-Ross under some fire, the swing coming in Dubai. On the approach around the back, X-Ross gets a read of it though, turns back! Facing forward, finding himself a third. Now suddenly it's Jing, the 1v3, quick fade away. Nabi down on the floor, Ghost recovered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14, the spike now collected. Nabi still on the approach. The swing around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. Pistol goes the way of Nongshim.
Just fantastic stuff from X-Ross. A longtime player for Nongshim, but a new addition to the main roster. And he's had a couple big ones. The first finals, the upper finals in Pacific, he really was electric. And he just holds the line, holds the sight. That's got to feel good. That's got to feel like some weight off your shoulders here. That pistol going to give you a really good shout into this. Just a Sheriff, 1 Bandit for Envy, Shorty for Forsaken.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Definitely not the player you'd expect in this composition to have the Shorty. I think it might be something, but you know what? You never know with PRX what they've got up their sleeve.
Not worth trying to figure out what's going on
I don't know why I'm bothering.
Downbeat just trying to keep note. His angles around mid. Spawn of the buy. Relay bolt going to be popped in there. Defiant barely survives. Walking away, quite literally 1 HP. Thought some of that might have been decay damage, but no. He's taken down to that single digit. Meanwhile, Forsaken leading the charge, pushing forward with that Shorty in hand. Will be to his doom, but that second layer coming in. Jing able to clean one up. That's going to be a Spectre recoverable. The spike still slowly eking its way forward, waiting for the smoke to bloom. It's the cover. Envy just waiting on those timing shots. Jump down and get the plant in action. Ross able to find a buy. Finishing off the earlier job, keeping Nongshim in with a player advantage. Spectre in the hands of something, however, as well as that Bandit for Envy. Certainly has to be a consideration and a concern. It's the double swing there at Heaven, but Dambi able to flush them both out. Now it's just X-Ross to find the finisher, and Nongshim finding their footing so far here in that second half. Bringing this back to a 2-round deficit. And if they can find a bonus conversion, then oh, goodness me.
Then you start to be a little bit concerned if you're in the PRX camp. Just really nice stuff from Dambi, showing that it isn't all just his neon movement and ability, it's also his individual, just pure mechanical skill is quite high. Only 2 guns dropped there for Nongshim. painful. You know, PaperX at least able to get the plant down, get a little bit of extra cash out of it, but still going to be a couple players with half armors, one with regen in terms of Forsaken. And it's going to be not the heaviest of purchases, though, for Nongshim, but they're going to stack heavy over towards B. Meanwhile, PaperX actually spreading the map, looking for that aggressive push, looking for that attack lane that Dombi's going to take. So taking some angles where you'd have a favorable chance to at least do some damage to him before you can really get in your face.
So your main control usually something that PaperX do try to lean into, do try to establish early on, but the gamble this time for Nongshim not necessarily going to pay off. Envy still working his way over there. Give them a chance. We'll send out that Prowler. It's confirmation now that the Paranoia goes flying. He's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward, catching Ivy completely off guard, and that A site is wide open. Dambi not able to find Envy. He holds his own for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side, but still is into the fight. Turns the flash, looks for a little bit more. Won't be able to come up with the goods. Vandal recovered now into the hands of Francis. Devi's position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Soul to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away. Keep him a mystery. TP forward. He now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds a second. Looks for the third. X-Ross has managed to shut him down. Comes up with another. And two players surviving. PaperX will be able to close out the anti-bonus.
Yeah, I mean, you can see again, even on this side of the map, how prepared PaperX is for Dombi's ability to just try to punish you. Again, it's Dombi waiting for that piece of util that you throw out. Then he's going to accelerate, come at you. And Envy plays this really, really nice. There it is.
We're back in Pacific.
We're back. Welcome to the Sangam Coliseum. But it's their ability to be prepared for Dombi right now that is really giving them that extra little boost. Still only 3 rounds, though. Still Nongshim has so much fight in them. And they can still punish you if you give them any opportunity. Here's that B main control you were just talking about. One away from a convergent pass for something. Everybody else, and Envy not too far away. 2 more kills and he'll get it, but just going to be that slow creep forward. Spot on the RB, but Wall's actually up in mid here this time for PaperX, and they're going to try to cut off that mid rotation, use the extremities of the map themselves. They're just waiting. Just trying to suss out if, you know, Nongshim's ever going to try to turn on the Jets, but Nongshim also wants to play the patient game, so kind of both teams anticipating that maybe speed and aggression would be their opponent's sort of go-to.
Francis push forward. It's Forsaken on that late lurk. Wanting to reopen that A side of the map, potentially go for the pivot, but now there is no further recourse. They have to push forward. They have to try to get the plant down here on this B site. Refract out with a flood in from Nongshim. Going to pull off the retake as Jing, however, on the swing, finds himself a second, but Dombi will find the shutdown. Nongshim not looking to have this map slip from their grasp. It's their opening pick here in this grand final.
And
get it now within 2 rounds.
It's good reads here. This is a big kill for Francis, because you're killing Forsaken. He's oftentimes going to be one of the players that's out on his own. So it gives them a really good read that they can play for that flood, that fast rotation over towards B. They're just in a perfect position to shut it right down before it even starts. Now you're going to see same timing here for the timeout for PaperX as Nongshim took in the first half.
Alex feeling like they're getting just a bit too close by. Wanting to make sure that his team can secure this win, not reopen that door, not let this map go, because they know how important this corrode is. You've got Split coming up as that second map. PaperX have looked like the best team in the world on Split so far during this tournament. So you're well set up to have a 2-0 start to immediately take this to match point, force Nongshim into a position where they would have to reverse sweep in their first ever Grand Finals appearance. Getting this corrode is absolutely monstrous for PaperX's hopes.
Absolutely, and they've been getting better and better and better on this map as time has gone on, even though it has been a favored one of Nongshim throughout this year. PaperX has shown that their ability to adapt, their ability to work the map, you know, win so many of those contact fights at the mains has given teams a lot of problems, but PaperX has looked pretty scared so far. So is this going to be them trying to challenge those mains a little bit more, trying to play for some of that positional battle a little bit sooner? Some sprays through there to try to keep X-Ross safe, but instead it's just going to be another orb collected, a second ult, well, a third ult. Ooh, miss on Envy.
Able to find the punish.
Be right back.
Still alive, still with that Nightfall. Should they feel they have earned the space to open up with it? Jing, however, getting tagged low, as is something. Refracts all the way out, but Jing is pushing forward, quickly dispatches Downby. Bandit yet again doing wonders, but he cannot steady the spray to find RB. Ends up being that 1-for-1. While the rotation's back, Francis setting up that gate crash all the way across towards the B side of the map. Be able to join in, reinforce alongside Ivy.
I wouldn't have minded seeing Jing TP out of that spot there, but Snakebite at least going to force Ivy back. Something, though, getting lit up on the way in. The rest of the team hasn't been able to join him, so X-Ross tucked in the corner.
Peek out, and Francis able to find Indy from on high. Device still going to be good with the Sheriff. Cleans up 1 minute, needs a hell of a lot more, and at the moment he is completely boxed in, now flushed out.
Seconds left.
Something good for the 1 kill, but Ivy gets a drag across, finds the headshot. Timeout call not going to be leading to a thrifty here for PRX. We'll see what the strategy was set to be ahead of this next buy round.
And all of a sudden, this feels like a must-win round for PRX in this map because their economy is going to be in the dumpster. The most credits anybody's going to have behind this buy is Devi with 350, and you have 3 ults, 2 of them really, really big ones. The Convergent Paths and the Nightfall going to be available. A little bit of sweat there for the Nongshim staff, and Alex trying to keep it together so far. Paranoia to back Forsaken off there. Just trying to take some A main space, but PRX going to do a little bit of lingering. Still just thinking that eventually Nongshim's going to want to try to push a player in through mid, but Nongshim's just been playing Absorb. Letting them take a little bit of space, make the good read, go for the flood, and they've got a great read going right here.
Now it's exchanged. You know how far forward something is now that Refract expired. Ambi turning back over towards man and X-Ross. Taking that first fight, something gonna fall, and X-Ross finds the double up. Envy now dead, he gets 4! RB will find the final, not allowing for an ace to come through, but it's a flawless round as Nongshim tie it up 9-9.
He's just rock solid on that A site. X-Ross just not giving him anything. Oh my God, that fourth, that tap.
And that is more of the X-Ross that we were seeing back at kickoff that caught them that first seed. And now caught the second time out of PRX.
This is tough, man. Again, both teams have really good reads on each other on these defender sides. They really understand how they want to work the map. Nongshim is barely trying to challenge anything early. They're just waiting for PRX to get a little impatient, try to push through a choke, and then they're just shutting them down. And this time you have the turret of X-Ross in A-Link, just 1-2, okay, that's probably the most they're sending through Link for this split. I'm gonna turn my attention the other way. Just end the round. And you even get to use the ults as PRX.
Yep.
You're just chewing through them.
Are about to have 4 online. Devi 1 away from having that next Steel Garden in, but same could be said for Nongshim. The overdrive nearly there. Francis 1 away from that dimensional drift. So if PRX do manage to get into a post plant, damn sure that ult is going to be coming through.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be giving himself maybe a little bit of a backup. Has the op in hand carried over, obviously, but now does have a judge as well. We'll play for it. Has the op set up in case he snaps back with that gate crash. Going to collect that and provide cover at range.
See if PRX realizes their own tricks.
Oh, they didn't send it into the corner, but something is swinging out a little bit wider, so does avoid getting 1 shot. Francis exits with 5 HP. Meanwhile, RB catching Forsaken again. He's continuing to try to enact these lurks to get forward onto A. But Nongshim continue to suss it out and find the timing.
Just veteran presence, veteran awareness from RB. Out-reading Forsaken. who at times looks like just a genius with some of his lurks, but RB beat him to the punch.
He's playing a very deep angle. He's only going to be able to find one more, so weapon going to be given over. Francis at 5 HP, that could end up being costly, but Extros again! Continues to hold the door. Puts Ching to 45 before he finally falls, and Dami now perfect position will find the punish, and Nongshim find themselves in the lead.
That's his sight. You're gonna have to commit a lot more to deal with him. You need to get some util to unbalance Exros. Goodness. But this right here, oh, the first one, disgusting. ADS in, makes that Vandal look like a sniper rifle. And now it's starting to show. Now you got a bunch of ults to counter here.
This is where the chaos can really ensue. PRX wanting to up the pace. It's been slow going these last several rounds. They're going to try to change it up a little bit. Downbeat does get tagged down low. Blind shots from something, putting him down to 30. Well, RB caught on timing. Forsaken able to find him this time around. Cleans up the kill, but already Nongshim getting their forces in position to hold the line here on this A side, but Dami now going to be traded out. Player advantage at the moment. Over to the side of PRX. Forsaken expounds upon that, finding Ivy. Now it's just Francis and Exros trying to see if they can take this up to 11.
It's a great scramble recovery here from PRX. Really good use of their util to close off that A-Link angle, using the Thorns and the Poison Cloud.
Forward into the smoke, the shorty, looking for a target, but now Exros all alone. The swing out, Forsaken has him. 3 kills, and we get tied up 10-10.
This is just something I've been kind of looking for from PRX. They've been playing very slow by their standards throughout a lot of this half. This is the one where they finally turn up the tempo. And again, really good util usage. The counter here to when the dimensional drift gets put into play is for them to immediately start holding entry angles from A-Link and other sides. And Forsaken does a great job reacting to that, anticipating that he's going to be getting pinged out, so he can be in a position to punish that if he reads it correctly, and he does. They're baiting here for Francis.
Trying to. And he's just going to take a straight shot through the wall. Something dead. RB. Filling space forward into the smoke. Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness. What an opening kill from Francis. And everything that PRX had in mind for this round immediately has been squashed.
Brilliant setup from Nongshim, diverting those prowlers so Francis doesn't have to deal with it. Then he just goes for the big shot and hits.
Now the reposition in the mid, the spot on the 1, the gate crash out to safety. Spike collected. Right, has been spotted, has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dami on the slide, but Charles is right there playing alongside the Neon. Now it is just Devi. They know exactly where he is, at least they should. Scale forward, there is that wall set up from behind. Ivy maybe looking to pop it to draw the attention as Devi gets closer and closer, trying to play an Exros, but I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner, he will be able to find Francis still fighting as much as he possibly can, but Devi just cannot do enough in this round to try to get it back into PRX's favor. Nongshim once again in the lead.
Gotta find some opportunities to use some of these ults as PRX, but you're just a lot of times getting beat to the punch, or in the round you did win, you just kind of got in there so fast. Yeah, just the peak there from Envy made it too easy for Francis. But now you got to start thinking back to those 2 timeouts in the first half that Nongshim popped in. Coaches really understand their team and how they play this map and where they're more effective. They knew this defender side would be better. Here we go, convergent pass in, Nightfall in. Goodbye.
Finding one convergent pass, finding the other, push forward into the smoke, and something's able to find Ivy. Dombey still alive here on the side, sliding forward, trying to hold this door as much as he possibly can, but he just cannot. Gets flushed out, PRX, they commit the ults, they go quickly. They catch Nongshim by surprise. Nothing more for Francis to do to try to escape. Something on the approach will have him outdone. The flick not connecting as we get tied up once again.
He didn't scoop up the op. I was kind of curious if maybe he would think about it, but passes it up. Just a wombo combo here. There's nothing you can do if you're on this site. Literally the convergent pass and the Nightfall cover the whole thing. So Nongshim there, if you're anywhere near the plant spots itself, you're just done, you're cooked. It's okay, finally use those ults, finally get some value out of it, but it's so late. You're not gonna be able to cycle into those again. Now you're gonna have to rely on getting to a pit, using that Steel Garden, maybe open up some space for you. Good news is you knocked the op out of Francis's hands. He's been really sturdy with it.
Money just hasn't been good. Haven't been able to build that up. On the entry, ooh, lands right there alongside Francis, but he's unable to find that kill. Just a smattering of damage, something down to 70. And immediately, PRX just backing away a bit, cutting the noise. Looks like they still want to try to rescale, though.
I like this, though. This pause is making Nongshim think they rotated.
Dambi a world away, obviously can join back in very quickly as the Neon does have that overdrive. But Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill. Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet! And something, gonna find one, RB with 2.
Down A.
Player advantage, however, now gonna be equalized as Ivy. Needs a kill on Envy, lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage, gets a bit there. Spam continues, X-Ross forward! Flushes them both out! The ultimate's denied! Nongshim! They take themselves up to map point.
Oh, this is just incredible from Nongshim. A great read early here by PRX. They get into the site, they shut Dambi down. It's a 5v3, but RB on the outside of the pit finds 2 huge kills, and it's X-Ross again. Says, yeah, I wasn't here this time to defend it, but it's still my site.
They were just so unprepared for RB to do that. To slink his way into the back lines. Now PRX needing this round win to take us into that OT, but look at the ult on the other side. The pit immediately invested by Ivy. X-Ross there as well, backing him up. Nightfall in hand. PRX early, unable to find the catch. Paranoia dissuades Forsaken from swinging further. RB just playing contain at mid. This might just have them all funnel into Dambi. Tucked away at yard, a judge in hand.
I mean, oh, the Nightfall invested.
Moves out, connects at least on the Devi. Poison Orb gonna be chucked forward. As RB just clears the thorns, repositions. Left side of top mid. Dambi staying statuesque, not wanting to make a peep. Has the cover of that smoke though. And now we'll slide back across, swing the corner, finds one, Forsaken dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Dambi out like a thief in the night. Says thank you very much for the Vandal. And now PRX stranded, corralled in mid. Jing swooping forward to his death. Francis is there, swapping positions as it is just Devi left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RB. The next one to take the fight, Devi, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
And Ivy now arriving at backside the Lavin on the snake bite. Devi nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone. Nongshim struggle at the start, but they show us why they picked Corrode.
Really, really impressive stuff from both teams. Showing good understanding, good preparation. But Nongshim's defender's side was masterful.
Obviously frustrations there from the PRX camp, feeling like they should have been able to win this one. But this is far from over. Split is coming up next.
I mean, we're used to this style, guys. Yeah, boy. I think today is either gonna win fast or lose fast, dude. It's same aggressive, dude. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, you know?
Let's go.
He's hunting down that title!
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again! Steps up to the plate, and he can knock this one out of the park! Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats!
Hi guys, I'm here with Bastarda, Chilean in the house. She's the player for my PRGC right now. Y Bastarda, quiero saber, ¿cómo te sientes mirando todo este espectáculo desde tu casa?
Ay, increíble, yo creo que es una oportunidad que nunca voy a tener en la vida, como estar en mi país con mis papás, mi pololo, entonces como mi amiga, todos estar aquí, entonces como ver todo el apoyo es muy increíble para mí, estoy emocionada inclusive.
She's saying that she's really emotional actually because of all the crowd, because she's here with her parents, with me too, and also the crowd has been amazing and it's really emotional to live all of this in her home country. Pero ahora quiero saber también cuáles son tus predicciones para el día de hoy.
Yo creo que va a ser 3-1 PRX.
Okay, she's thinking that it's gonna be 3-1 PRX for this Master Santiago. Winners, Bastarda, muchas gracias. This is all we have for the interview, but back to you guys.
Ponla pa' subirle esa chapa, me gustan pila y tú sabes que yo soy puto que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos pa' darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la tu si va con un vuelo de ida. Ponla pa' subirle esa chapa, me gustan pila y tú sabes que yo soy puto y que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos pa' darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la tu si va con un vuelo de ida. Ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla, ponla pa' subirla.
Here with Sokanen of Nongshim now. Coach, congratulations on a great start on Corrode, but it seems like PaperX have indeed cracked the code on shutting down your Neon very efficiently until you guys took over in the second half in map 1, of course. But what do you think you need to watch out for in today's series all across the maps that you will be playing, considering the way PaperX was trying to counter you?
상대가 뭔가 저희 네온을 위해서 준비했다기보다는 저희 러시 타이밍을 어느 정도 잘 예측을 하는 것 같아서 저희가 1세트 때 어느 정도 조금 당했다 보니까 다음 세트 넘어갈 때 좀 어느 정도 꼬우거나 하면서 할 것 같습니다.
Well, I don't think it was all about shutting down our Neon. It's just PaperX were able to predict our rush timing really well. So I think given what happened in map 1, heading into map 2, I think we are going to change things up a bit. Thank you very much, Lokanen, and good luck. Enjoyed the grand finals, folks, but want to know how to get even more Valorant info, perhaps? Well, you can download the Riot mobile app for the very latest in news, esports, dev diaries, video drops, and more. All the Riot Games info you could ever ask for is at your fingertips and on the other side of this fancy QR code on your screen right now. And of course, welcome back to our desk here on the other side of the first map in this epic final. We're sure it's going to be. Let's have a look at our HyperX reflex moment quickly from Xros in round number 18. Someone who stood up on defense especially and held it down.
Yeah, we have to talk about Xros, as you're saying, for this defense. It was the name of the game. In so many of these dry peaks that we saw from the side of PaperX, he was on the other side. The youngest player that we had at the tournament, full stop, and also the oldest standing member from the initial roster of this Nongshim squad. So very crazy to see that he's willing to put up the numbers because it was not easy. This map started out very muddy for both teams.
This was a match where I think both teams had a very good read on their defensive side of how the other squad likes to dive. I loved how PaperX was playing close on these smokes, punishing Domby's pathing, and they locked him out for most of the first half. But when we switched over, it was a great approach from Nongshim as well. I think in particular, they had done excellent prep as to where something likes to path when he's playing this solo waylay. And they almost always had someone in good position to police and force him to refract. And because PaperX is playing this solo duelist, so often they would not have a second player to follow him up. So once that refract and dash is burned, it really limits their options of where they can exec on attack.
I feel like something was always hitting that A-yard position and being forced to pull the plug pretty quickly in those rounds. Curious though to hear what a very frustrated, at least during those coach moments, Alex has to say ahead of map 2 here for PRX. Down here with Alex of PaperX. Now, Alex, we saw you guys get so much value out of the Vice and the Judge, of course. You guys were able to shut down the Neon from Nongshim very efficiently in the first half. So what made it difficult for you to continue that momentum in the second half?
I mean, we basically just did exactly what lost us the game against AG, and they totally forgot about it, you know. So it was a bit upsetting because I think they can play a lot better. There wasn't anything really specific. I think we just lost the plot a little bit there.
So it was a wake-up call, reminder. Okay, well, best of luck in the next map. Pretty strong words there from Alex, saying that we've just sort of forgotten the lessons that we've learned on the way here.
I think that this has been the key for many of their matches, right? Losing that first map and actually having to bounce back. I do disagree in some of the things. Obviously, we see the full picture. He has only seen like half of it, but it also has to do with the things that he has been hearing on the server, I assume.
Yeah, certainly so. I think where he's probably targeting a lot of that criticism is around the way they called that attack side. I think that was a PaperX that was slow to adapt. I would have liked to see them realize how much they were struggling on the hard execs and go into more mid-control. Just didn't quite figure that out fast enough, and when they did, Xros was shutting them down. Good news for PRX, though. We had to split a map they've been absolutely excellent on this tournament, where I think they're going to be a clear favorite here.
Yeah, and considering that Nongshim had 2 bans for today, I think that there was the question between, is it going to be Split or is it going to be Breeze? Breeze we had not seen from Nongshim in the tournament yet, and we had a lot of tape on the side of PRX, but they decide to leave this Split open. As you're saying, if we're speaking about comfort, even if it goes the distance, you have to favor PRX on this encounter.
I do feel like this is the kind of map, though, where someone like Jing is going to be pitted directly against Darby. We're going to get that Neon versus Raze head-to-head here.
Yes, this map really highlights some of the differences in the double duelist comps these teams like to play. For PRX, they have the dive agent of Jing, and also Forsaken, who plays a lot like the dive with the TP. Watch on their attack side the approaches that they have to taking space. Not just the site execs, but when they're going for heaven, sending a TP on one side, the Raze satching onto the other. They have so many different variants. They make it very hard for defenders to find the answers. No defensive team thus far at this tournament has, but Nongshim, they had time to prep. They knew this map was coming. Let's see what they got.
Let's get right back into it, folks. Over to you, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Already a banging first map, 13-11 the scoreline on that Corrode. And I don't really want to settle for anything less than overtime here on Split.
It was so close on Corrode. I thought we were going to get it. Maybe Devi had something unbelievable in store for us, but just didn't have the time to play with. And I mean, for Nongshim, just able to make those adjustments enough as that first half came through that they could get that 4th round. And now they're going to have a very difficult task here going up against a PRX that has been superb on Split. Really deep one-way and a kill for Francis.
Hell of a peak. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will be able to shut him down. Trust, however, with the trade up and out to Devi with the trade back, and then Dami gets involved as well. Suddenly a 3v2. Forsaken down to 35 and now dead. Nongshim find themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, it's just a brawl here, but you have that extra player in the mix for Nongshim, and Xros is still hitting. And that's a huge win condition here for Nongshim. If you get some of those backline players to be fearsome, accurate, in control. You know, it doesn't need to be the Dombi show all the time with this squad. A lot of people probably just seeing this Neon, seeing the mix-ups and problems that it causes for other teams, but really you look at Ivy, Francis, Xros, and their ability to be difference makers behind that. A little bit of a jump peek here for Forsaken, trying to make some noise.
Yeah, just any early damage you could possibly get would be nice, but none to be found there. Devi getting that Sheriff, this time going to be shut down. Cannot get the better of Xros. Eliminates him with the Guardian. With the spawner one, something, maybe taking that gate crash, now jumps all the way back over towards spawn, and this is going to be PRX rerouting a bit, bringing that spike through the sewer.
Trying to sow a little bit of a fake on the other side with the Prowler, but there's nothing to back it up, and Francis is scaled so far forward. Probably going to be able to rotate pretty quick. Not sure if got the spot on the Jing there or not. At least able to get the Sheriff over to Forsaken.
For not quite a Caterpillar smoke here. It's one to try to work their way across that gap. RB going to be struck down, but Ivy finds something. Xros finds Envy. That should just be maybe a bit of a one-by-one they fall, but no, Forsaken re-swinging. Able to find one. Dami decides to pull the trigger, and given how low he was, he's able to find the kill. So 3 players alive. Collect up the key weaponry, carry that forward as Nongshim start things off 2-0.
Yeah, they're just reading the map pretty darn well right now. And again, with having that Neon there to make those quick pivots through mid, it's going to be tough for PRX to maybe get those executes to go the way they want. I think that's why you're seeing some of that early attention in the pistol round paid towards mid. If you can lock that part of the map off, it'll make it a lot more difficult for Nongshim to get their rotations the way they'd like to play them out. This time Dombi all on his own. He's just gonna tuck in. Judge is there.
A wide swing could be his undoing, but still is going to be able to find something in the back. But Ivy finding 2 in the front. Envy and Jing both eliminated. The snake bite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy. 3K, potentially a 4th as it's just Devi. What a twist, what a turn of events so far here. That C's did connect. Just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hot reveal. A 4K just locking down A main. Nongshim find the bonus conversion.
Now you're starting to have some big concerns as PRX. Ivy there gets the kill, just swings back out and takes out Jing. And then he just goes in with a judge of his own, and then you just smother Divide with utility. The 4K here for Ivy.
Sound like the Pillsbury Doughboy in the celebration.
He did a bit.
The frustration continues for Alex. The suffering for PRX. 0-3 start on split. We were talking about it, the desk talking about it. They have looked immaculate on this map, but right now, seems like Nongshim have absolutely done their homework on this one. Go into the Coinbase win condition. See what they're gonna have to draw from. Try to get some of that thrifty magic, something that PRX weren't really able to find so far in Corrode.
Just the once, and other than that, there wasn't a lot of that heroics that you're used to seeing with PRX. Some of those miracle rounds, you know, some of that whimsy that they're able to create, but so far here, you know, just a simple little thing. You gum up the works on the A main choke, and you just knock PRX out before the round even really begins. So I think here as Alex, you're talking about, hey, you guys have to be more proactive with some of the util, with some of the jump peaks to clear Dombi's angles. I thought they were doing a pretty good job of it on Corrode. I saw a couple times where they were able to jump peek and get the identification that Dombi was in a position to try to play those close angles. And this time,
Outlaws in mid. Wall about to fall, the swing out, the shot's gonna end up whipping from Francis. Opens up a bit of space, but look at Nongshim already corralling back in from both sides. Wanting to contain this position, and X-Ross there at B-Heaven is able to find something on the approach. Dombi now pushing forward, looking for the transfer onto the second. Takes Forsaken low, and X-Ross has the alley-oop. And whatever the call was, it was read by Nongshim. Perfectly poised and prepared. They'll lose out on 2, but they will get another round win. 4-0 to start as PRX back into another bye they so desperately need.
Putting themselves into position to do something no one else has done is Nongshim, and that's make PRX's attack side weaker than the other team's defender side to get more rounds than PRX is able to accrue. Oh, the timings here. You nailed it, dude. Like, they're just reading this the whole way. They know this is a mid-push. And that's the way Nongshim wants to play. They want to hit you when you think you're strong, when you have maybe an advantage to take some space. Just smother you with that util. Now it's the operator. On both sides, in fact. Something has one. You can see the one in Francis's hands. Jing.
Ivy with that pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Dambi going to be struck down. Jing does eventually fall. Duelist down on either side. Yoru's still yet in the mix as there's the spot out, and Invi quick to collect the kill. Great boss of the A site now fallen.
That's huge. This opens up a lot of different options, whether you want to go B split or A. You're going to have a lot of map control.
It seems like PRX relying on that kill to maybe draw some additional attention towards A, but Francis has made the call. No, I can hold this. I have the operator. Decent enough angle, just checks around. Make sure no one's on that exit. Forsaken just watches something struggle with the Prowler.
Forsaken did throw a smoke over to A to try to maybe pull the extra player, but Nongshim's just holding. They haven't moved a muscle for about a minute.
Paranoia connecting, X-Ross. Lobbing in that haunt, but it gets cleared, but RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from Envy here from behind, but his teammates down on the side, losing their lives. Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down. Sees in position, the time getting away from him, and Francis just Goomba stomps him with a shorty. 5-0 for Nongshim so far on this defense. You see the frustration on the players' faces. You have to imagine it's even worse back in the coaching booth. As Alex has to assess when and should. I call that second time out.
I mean, they're maneuvering on the map really nicely here. Our PRX are just getting outdone. They hit a good paranoia to keep Exros pinned, but the reinforcements were there for Nongshim in terms of just one other player, and they can't deal with it. Get the spot, you get some space here.
Spawn reveals on both sides. Prowler chasing all the way around the back as there's the Bucky, but there's the Judge. Tommy finds Jing Devi dead. Recollection on this one, Dambi missing the rope. Will get punished, Forsaken able to pursue in for that elimination, but RB cuts down his reinforcements. Prowler finds him, as does Francis. He's playing off his teammates Util. 6-0 Nongshim. They are starting to run away with this, and PRX, they need something desperately to occur.
They're just getting beat at every single point. There's nothing that they can do right, and everything that Nongshim is doing right.
Spoiler alert, it's the second timeout call.
Yeah.
PRX have to commit this one in. But PRX, the team, are not the only thing that is 0 and 6 at the moment. Both duelists for PRX are 0 and 6. They have not been able to find a single kill between them.
It's unbelievable. It's hard to fathom. Alex has got to find a way to rally these troops. You know, these players, they've been there, they've done that so many times. They've been in these positions. Are they going to be able to find that mental fortitude to situate themselves back into this map? And they're trying different stuff. They're spreading the map. They're gaining control at times, but in this round, they're just devastated. Yes, weaker weaponry, but you know, Dambi's starting to get a good feel for the game. He's starting to get into the groove there. Reading that blast pack positioning from Jing perfectly to shut him down with the Judge. Don't give that Bucky any hope. You're gonna have a Nightfall. You're gonna be one away from Devi's ult. You're gonna be one away from a showstopper here. So this is a very important round for PRX. Try to get an orb, try to get some control, but Nongshim wants to try to deny it. They're lined up right with them at A main.
Crowd still energized, but PRX, they're the ones that need the show. But they still have the energy, they still have the focus, the grit, the tenacity to fight their way back into this. But as they try to make something happen outside of A main, it will just be that pit dropped, and now spot out on Francis's position, makes his exit with that gate crash and does send him quite far away.
Whoa, this is so risky.
Something on the walk-in now going to be spotted. Tagged up a bit, slots forward behind the boxes. Zinvi pushing forward, is able to find Exros. Francis, however, strikes him down. The spike now on the floor, but something down below. He's able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking. Still fighting to the nail, but now a 3v3, Nongshim
Spike planted.
needing the retake.
This showstopper has to be good for PRX. There's an overdrive for Dambi.
No more gate crashes. No easy exit for a Sniper and Forsaken. He's just missing a timing on that. He's going to try to scale forward, try to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Dambi, but now Ivy strikes in from Garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first. Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in. That should be the round secured. As Jing comes alive. Finds a Red Bull clutch and gets PRX on the board at long last.
Just barely. And again, you know, I don't know if Forsaken's looking at his map there or what. He had Francis dead to right. Shouldn't have even allowed this retake to really start. At least you're able to keep Dambi out of the equation with that Judge. Jing getting on the board when they need it most. But man, I was so nervous. So nervous there when something was walking into that site. No smokes at heaven. He somehow gets away unscathed, at least for a bit.
Oh, well. Yeah, you're going to be playing those ranges. Paranoia is not going to be enough to dissuade Dambi. Jing, the hero of the previous, now gone off the rib, but it's time Forsaken. Able to secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the backstab with that Judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Dambi He has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away. Meanwhile, Francis cleans up the kill on Envy, finishes what he started. And Nongshim Red Force, they are not allowing for that momentum build, for that confidence to resurface from PRX. They are smothering them out of this map.
It's just incredible. Donby again, just right where he needs to be to shut Jing's entries down. He's got such a good read on where the Raze wants to be. And when he's got a judge there, not much you can do about it when you're mid-air, point blank range. Devi has a pit. Donby the only one here. Swapped over to the Vandal. Is this going to be anything for Devi? No.
Not at all. A 4K for Donby, 7-1. With no lifelines remaining, PRX left to their own devices, needing to figure this out on their own.
They just had no idea. He's so patient. He's so good at finding his moments. Yeah. It's tough. Not re-clearing that space, or well, they kind of tried to, but Donby was patient enough to wait on the rope for them to abandon it. They're just going to try to brute force their way through, but...
They have to have heard the drop. They have to have suspected there's going to be that judge around the corner. So now having it confirmed, but something, his eyes are trained towards this Neon, so Ivy just backsteps for free. He's tethered in position, and no one can do a damn thing about it. Oh, Francis finds two. Donby sliding forward. Forsaken only good for the first. If you want to play with shotguns, Nongshim are going to win every day of the week.
Again, there just haven't been consistent answers for anyone this year against Nongshim. The shotguns might work a little bit. We saw it on Corrode, but they're kind of just better. Donby is the maestro of the pump weapons. And here we go again. Sees connects, but PRX just too scared.
Yeah, there's nothing to dissuade. Prowler now will get cleared. You hear that outlaw, he's looking for the angle, and Francis will get punished. A massive overstep, perhaps some complacency and misplaced confidence. He ends up getting punished, and now has opened the door for PRX to potentially find their second round win. They need every single one that they can possibly get. Devi on that late linger. Hearing the bound across from Donby. Relays that to the team, lets them know that he is coming. The next cross now gone. Donby on the corner. The judge still ringing out, still taking lives with Devi now. Arriving in heaven. Comes to the rescue. And it is just RP now remaining. Finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second, and he cannot. PRX finally getting a second round, but they need so much more.
No, it takes an overstep from Francis for them to even have a chance to really get through there. And he goes for the big play, pays the price. For a moment, looked like maybe it was going to go awry, but that Nightfall was really well placed, really well timed. It hit Donby, made it so he kind of had to slow down a little bit, couldn't keep running around. So you're going to have that overdrive, but also Francis's ult here. You can see now PRX having to poke and prod a bit more, try to suss out these positions. That high-low is brutal.
Just trap after trap set up by Nongshim. PRX just following the trail of breadcrumbs to their demise.
Anyone going to be watching their back. Okay.
Here comes the flood. The haunt out. The overwhelm is found. Forsaken trying to TP around. And Francis again kind of misplaying it as Forsaken suddenly they're in with a shout. A site completely opened up. He TPs over the screens. Sticks that one. The rest of the team still a ways away. Still plenty of time to work with. Should RB turn back, ride that rope and peek in. Might have been able to find a catch, interrupt them, but now PRX have a very real opportunity. Forsaken both down low, 57 health between the two of them. A pit, however, available. They might just have to commit that in to this post plant. The drop down, Ivy looking for that punish. But the spike makes its way over onto the site.
Spike planted.
For now, it seems like they favor their numbers. They like their chances. So the pit going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone. Lowest HP member eliminated, but Devi holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow. And now it is just RB. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be. Now spots him, but Jing faster on the draw. Gets a headshot and PRX. They get up to 3.
Well, there's one of those miracles that you needed as PRX. And it's Forsaken's 3K here. Tries the TP behind the box. Should just be dead to rights, but the shorty's there just a little bit off the mark. Leave him with 9 HP left. Devi holding the line, and Jing good for another.
No one gonna kill me or what?
Not that round. Jing's gonna have a showstopper here for the final one of the half. Big one to consider in a big brawl.
Overdrive. Dimensional drift as well. Trying to counteract the pivot. They're just gonna go crunching into A main. Showstopper gonna be drawn out. RB, however, striking first. Something dead. The push forward. Jing looking for a target. Lobs him beneath his feet. And Tabby zaps him out of the sky. Finds the follow-up. Envy's gone. And Pit be damned. Nongshim do not give them the chance.
They are so well prepared, so well coached, our Nongshim. Every twist and turn, it felt like they had the read. Felt like they had a shout.
9-3. This time Nongshim well out in front. PRX needing the run back. See if they can find the pistol after halftime.
Can I help you, sir? Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars. Not how it works. Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yo quiero ver dónde están los fans de PRX. Sweet. Wow. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Y dónde están los fans de Nongshim? Cantamos PRX, PRX, PRX. Muy bien. ¿Y ahora qué tal un Nongshim? Nongshim. Rápido, ¿quién va a ganar? PRX. Nongshim. Los que ganamos fuimos nosotros, todos nosotros. Santiago, grita con el alma.
No local teams in the final. No damn problem for this crowd. Continue to be entertained by the Valorant on stage, but right now, they gotta be hoping for something more out of PRX. This has been a widely flat map of split from them. Only 2 rounds picked up consecutively, 3 overall in that half. Now, needing to believe in the curse, believe that they can bring this back from the brink. Otherwise, Nongshim are very quickly going to find themselves up to match point.
Starting to hope and pray that those gods of chaos start to favor you once again as PRX. They're going for a big 4-1 split. Not even contesting mid at all. Didn't favor their chances with what happened in the previous pistol. They need this one so badly. Nongshim doing something to them no one's been able to really do on this map. There have to be big concerns, but See if they can rally back.
Might be able to find a timing here. Spike being transferred over, but something unable to collect it. Just not been able to find that form, that accuracy that he was putting on display just a mere few days ago. Devi, however, will find a clean one. It's RB dead. Spike recovered, something still fishing for it, looking for it, but managed to slide away. Now escorting that Spike over to the A site, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken fell.
30 seconds left.
Momentless here. Both sides. The post plant, the retake. And now Envy gone as well. Divide a challenge and to win it. Another belter of a shot from the Sultan. It needs so much more. Something caught. Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now dancing around elbow. Is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone. Another pistol in Nongshim, now up to double digits.
It's rough right now for PRX. I mean, something here had opportunities in that round to do some damage and really didn't do anything, and just dropping into the site by himself. And look at the way that they're constantly maneuvering. Domby there at the very end as well with that little bait and switch. Make sure that even if Jing hits a good shot onto him with the Sheriff, he has that player from heaven to clean it up. All the little things that Nongshim do is giving problems, and there is no buy up here. No force from PRX.
It's one Sheriff and then a bunch of half armors, but there's an outlaw in the hands of Francis. So he could still absolutely cook them with this. They're gonna try to do this high-low. There's one gone, but he will still fall. In via ramp, able to finish the job. Love the scale forward, grab that weapon. Looks like that's exactly what Forsaken is going for.
Ivy already scooped it up.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, quickly collecting it, keeping it out of the grasp. Ivy at risk of maybe being intercepted, but seems to have a read on it, slowing down as he approaches towards Ramen. Devi has been all reliable with this Sheriff, but until they can clear him, they're just stuck in position. That leaves just something in Envy to their own devices back on the site.
This has to be dry here. They use a smoke.
Smoke to come through. The 1-2 push. Looking for the shot. Forsaken drawing the attention. Gets that outlaw after all. But that was still critical time bought for Nongshim. PRX need to make a go of this right here, right now. Shot connecting on the Domby, takes him down to 10. But Ektross again finds 2. And RB cleans up the remainders. 11-3. A decent cheeky go of it there from PRX. But it's not enough to find the Thrifty.
Oh. Even getting one there, not bad at all for Francis. And again, taking that gun away, even though it ends up in the hands of Forsaken, still got huge advantages. As Nongshim able to just double up and make sure that that flank doesn't find any purchase. And the big purchase coming through. Judge for Envy, Judge for Forsaken for PRX. So a couple of those half armor buys that they invested in the previous round, they're going to prove fruitful anyway.
Swing the corner and Ivy finding Envy. The Judge just not hitting at all. Walls falling, the spot out onto something. It will just be the two players going their separate ways. Ivy tucks back, watching for that potential flank that will not come through. The clone to the corner, the poison orb delaying this approach down ramp. They're being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward into the second, into the fourth. Ivy absolutely decimating. Now looking for an ace.
You know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner. They're going to try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing. And Ivy will have it! His first global stage! His first grand final! And he has got an ace to take Nongshim up to map point!
This is disgusting work from Ivy. Tucks into the corner, and by the time PRX realizes it, it is far too late. Good guy teammates there, teeing him up, and he's standing up. What a feeling this must be right now. The Ascension Dreamers on the cusp of going up 2-0.
And it's a statement that I didn't really ever think that I'd make, but he's got 18 extra kills of something. Who's just not been able to find his form, not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue. Just cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point. Ivy will fall. Decent fight back here from PRX. Do not want this map to come to an end, who do not want for Nongshim to get that 2-0 lead, to put them in the position where they have to reverse sweep. And so far in this round, so good.
Yeah, just...
Not quite.
Almost. Safer if you do it over here.
Yep, the shorter wall.
Yep.
There you go. If you were Mata, you probably could have made it over the top.
That's true, yeah.
Zarb still wanting to try to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Devi able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard. Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long. PRX fight back for a fourth, but they need 8 in a row to get this into overtime.
Just crazy stuff here from Devi in this round. No armor. The glass cannon, he's able to connect. Almost no cigar for Francis on the initial attempt, but he eventually gets it out of there, and stabilization of sorts here. This Outlaw is only going to hit one player for one tap, but something has been willing to take it, find those double taps. Right now it's a mid push-up. Jing and Devi trying to play off of each other. Goes Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis to that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. X-Ross finds Forsaken. And in the blink of an eye, there's just 2 members of PRX left standing. Envy and something to try to work a miracle. As the pit blooms and it cycles them into one singular position. Just an alley approach available. Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in, he finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4. Outstanding from Nongshim as they kick off this final 2-0. One more map, and they will be crowned the champions of Master Santiago.
It just keeps going. Can they do it? Map 3 is Abyss. We've never seen PRX on it.
They have to show it now, and they have to find the win.
It's more than a game. It's a world shaped by you, the fans. And our mission is to elevate that world by building technology that creates moments that last forever. That's why we're joining forces with the Valorant Champions Tour to transform how fans experience live events on the global stage.
Break down my walls, but I won't rise again. Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down with their violence?
Oh, they go back in! Bishop flashes in! And down goes Knight!
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
One man army! Oh, triple! Live, he's hunting down that
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again. Steps up to the plate, and he could knock this one out of the park. Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm here with Sassy, co-streamer for this amazing event. And now Sassy, I just want to know, how has it been co-streaming every match with all the fans back there being really loud?
Oh, it's insane. I feel like this Masters really hit it different, you know what I mean? Like, somehow, I know why, because there are a lot of teams, of course, but like, we have the similarities with Brazil, Chile. All the crowd, like, they have so much energy, so it's really entertaining. They don't care which team's playing, right? Because they are cheering for everyone, so it's even hard to know like what to predict when they're like shouting who they're cheering for. So I really appreciate it from the fans because it makes the show more entertaining than ever.
Definitely, it's that Latin power that we all know. Locking was the same, it was amazing, but now I want to ask predictions for today. Who's going to win and how's going to be the count?
You know, I got it right yesterday. I said it was 3-1 PRX, and I will go with the same way, 3-1 PRX. First best of 5 from NS on a grand final Masters, so I feel like it's going to be the second title for PRX.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Let's see if that happens, but back to you guys.
Very one-sided map there in map number 2 of this series. Split was all Nongshim all the time. And our Verizon high-speed moment goes to Nongshim's speedy dominance, literally and figuratively, at the start of the map.
Yeah, every single time the team goes against PRX for the first time, we say, oh, it is so difficult to take some of these duels. But for the side of Nongshim, they made something look like nothing, absolutely. The position and the duels that they were taking at the beginning of every single round in that defense.
PRX's attack side thrives in getting to go into executes, showing different pathing for that. They're excellent. So what Nongshim did was utterly disrupt them. These first 2 rounds, the pistol and the bonus in particular, were such a great example of this. This is a Nongshim that is playing incredibly confident, who has their individuals in peak form, but who also has great prep as to what their opponent's strengths are, and they look primed to win this final.
Very quickly, something 1-17 on the map as well.
I've never
unrelated
seen that
to this,
happening.
but that's not good.
Oof, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, it is looking grim for PRX. There's never been a reverse sweep on the global stage. They'd have to do something historic.
We have, though, some special guests on the floor ahead of Agent Select. So let's head down to the arena with Anna Donlan, Leo Farrier with Belina.
Hi guys, I'm here with Anna Donlan and Leo Farrier because we want to know some things. Estamos aquí con Ana Donlan y con Leo Farrier también porque les queremos hacer unas preguntitas sobre lo que ha sido este evento en Master Santiago. So I actually want to ask both of you. You have taken Valorant events all over the world, but I want to know first from you, Ana, what has stood out from this event specifically?
I mean, everything here has been so amazing. I've been shaking since I got here. It's so loud. Everyone is so beautiful and so lovely. And the only thing I really want to say is, Chile es la wea buena.
That's amazing. Y bueno, hablando un poquito también de la respuesta, dice que desde que llegó acá está simplemente temblando, no puede creer todo lo que está pasando, el ánimo de la gente, que ha sido realmente una experiencia increíble y que definitivamente ustedes, todos los que están acá en este venue, han hecho eso pasar. Now, Leo, I want to know, what has stood out for you specifically this event?
Look, it's been so incredible to be here. As you all probably know, I'm Brazilian. I grew up in Brazil, and I am ashamed to say this is my first time time in Santiago in Chile, and this city is incredible. We've been enjoying our time here so much. You see, every time we go to a city, we hope fans will show up, but we have been amazed. We had high expectations, but you have really amazed us. It's incredible. We are, by the way, trying to change our sport in a way that allows us to travel more. We know this is only our first time here, but we want to come back. And we promise to come back if you promise to come back. So thank you all very much. We appreciate you. We know you love Valorant, and we're very happy to be able to be here and show some love back to all of you.
Definitely, that's the Latin vibe we got going on here. Bueno, Leo comenta que obviamente él es brasileño, es de Brasil, sabe todo, también la energía que hay dentro y que es la primera vez de hecho que está en Santiago, pero que definitivamente los han impresionado, están todos volviéndose locos, pero que definitivamente ahora quieren estar haciendo que el Valorant pueda llegar a más lugares para que todos puedan ver y presenciar lo que son estos eventos y obviamente si lo hacen posible siempre están esperando de que la gente llegue al venue, de que vengan a ver los partidos y si ustedes todos los que están acá y en casa lo hacen posible, puede ser que vuelva a pasar algo por acá. Así que muy interesante, los veo muy emocionados. But now, I heard you have a little message for our audience here in house, right?
All right, look, we heard that you're loud, so we want to check if that's true. Are you ready, Anna? 1, 2, 3. Chi, chi, chi! Chi, chi, chi! ¡Viva Chile!
¡Viva Chile! ¡Qué increíble tenerlos acá! Ana, thank you very much. Leo, thank you very much too. This is really perfect. We love it. Y ahora nos vamos a ir directo a la partida de ese Agent Select. We're going to our Agent Select because we have this map. So let's get in there. I want to hear you all for this Agent Select.
Utter pandemonium here in the Espacio Riesco, but it feels like amidst all of it, Nongshim Red Force are pulling the strings up 2-0. Now we're headed to a map that we have not seen from PRX at all this year, period.
They're perma-banned, and it has to come up when elimination is on the line, when they would have to start a reverse sweep if they want another trophy. The question is, what comp do they go for? And it's an interesting one, picking the Vice into this map, going away from double control. It's been so popular.
Yeah, I mean, everything is on the side of Nongshim for this one. Pulling out the Harbor also on their side.
Yeah, I think it is really interesting. I mean, obviously, going to just hover that one and consider to change that back over to their normal composition. But I think a comp where it is a Waylay and a Yoru, those two are so good at bypassing Vi's utility. You have Omen TPs as well. I think it's actually going to be kind of tough to get defensive value with that agent.
I think it's going to be difficult for PRX because, yes, the Vi, I think, is going to shine on the defense. They got to get alive there. As you said, Mimi, we have never seen in a global final a reverse sweep. So now PRX has to do the impossible to get their second trophy. And Nongshim has all the momentum on their side for turning around that Corrode when they were down 3-8 to get in that split, jumping into this abyss.
Let's get you into map 3. It's do or die for PRX. Let's Nongshim Red Force run. Rough shot over them. Over to you, Achilleos, and paper thin.
About the impossible task here in front of PRX. No team has ever pulled off a reverse sweep on the global stage, but PRX were the first team to pull off a reverse sweep in a best-of-5 in VCT. This is now the biggest one of all. The second map pick, this abyss for Nongshim. PRX now is showing it for the first time, and Forsaken continuing to play Duelist here.
I mean, you have to have huge question marks right now about what's going to happen in this map, especially for Nongshim. You know, what is this composition actually going to look like? How's it going to play out? We have no clue, you know, what PRX is going to look like. And for PRX, this is a map that Nongshim has figured out. They've gotten their groove on. They take so much map space. They're constantly trying to press your extremities, trying to find those extra layers behind you. And they're so good about taking mid control, and that's something they do early. A lot of times it's Ivy who's going to be the one tasked to do that. PRX going for a 1-4 split. Looking for the aggression, but they're misreading where it might come from. And are they even going to be ready? This is so quick from Nongshim.
In the back, Francis now striking, finding the first. Jing taking down, some damage in reply to the kill, not yet found. Quick refract back, a pop flash. Francis looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be Dambi to find Forsaken. Something now gone. Invi only able to find the one. Devi scratching his head, wondering what the hell happened. Finds one. RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze would kill off this Omen, but Xros and Ivy both very full on health. Devi tries to make a go of it, but will fall shy of the mark, and Nongshim continue to be dominant in these pistols.
They're just ahead of PaperX at so many twists and turns. And this one is just a free push up through mid. No util there, no bodies there to figure it out until Jing finds out the hard way. Devi try as he might, just can't do anything at that point. Nongshim here, looking locked in. There is going to be a Marshall pickup. Devi to grab it.
Francis has one of his own. He's shown how deadly he can be. Devi similarly is going to be able to find a kill, and Invi holds his own. Double Marshall now in the hands of PaperX with a player advantage. Tying this up 1-1 off the rip would be such a fantastic start. Something, however, pushing forward into sight. Had his work cut out for him. Completely unfavored in that regard. Spike now to be collected. It looks like PaperX just going to try to commit forward onto this B site, deal with Dambi.
You got to shout. You got those two Marshalls. So if you can suss his position out early, he still has a saturate to slow you down. Does get tagged up there. Has to drop below. Cracks out.
Saturate. Set up. Invi caught in midair. The spike now on the floor. The double swing though. Double face with those Marshalls, and Devi able to find another. Some space opened up.
30 seconds left.
Drone out over the top. Has to be cleared. Eliminated. And Invi on the swing, finding one. Jing now. Not known for his sniping, but still comes up with a solid shot to start it. Looks for that second. It's one bullet left. He will not be able to make it connect. Damage dealt for sure. But Nongshim still come out on top. 2-0 to start off Abyss.
There's glimmers of hope for PaperX. Dambi so clean here in that saturate. Devastating. Invi trying to scale forward. Hell of a shot from Jing. Just too many layers there. Jing at least trying to stay positive, has a smile, trying to rally the troops, but I think right now, PaperX, you need to rally. Something's mental. That's the key player for me right now. Gotta find impact. Was just woeful on split. He's a player who's been so good for them, but he's been hot and cold this year. When he goes cold, it's brutal. And yes, the rest of PaperX can be there to pick up the pieces, but Nongshim is too strong right now. Let's see if he can get it going in this round.
Francis again looking for that headshot. Unable to find it here, but Dambi catching Forsaken as he just goes double dashing up over the top. Trade back. Francis gone. Devi giving up that position, that flank into mid. As the pings come down, they have him noted. Might be going on a walkabout to see if he can try to intercept anyone. That gate crash gets taken by something. Might just be absolutely screwed. No, Devi out from window, able to have the covering fire, keeps him protected, and the rest of PaperX. They come out on top, they fight back, they deny the bonus conversion, get themselves on the board.
Seeing some good reads from PaperX in this round. Devi watching mid the whole time. He's been so stalwart for them today. Jing again, big as well. Saw this on Corrode, but they need to keep it up, and Devi checking those tendencies. Again, Nongshim going to push the map, going to look for those extra angles onto you. And even though NRG knew about it, they had a tough time dealing with it. Change up of the trip position. A little bit further back, looking to absorb some of that B hit pressure. Play off of that confusion, that chaos that will be caused by that Cypher util if PaperX walks towards it. Look at how deep Francis already is. I mean, he's He's so far forward. Does keep him back
to tower. Clear the camera. Zombie trying to find an opener. Just to get the angles. Double dash, Forsaken. Working his way closer. Ping revealed. Spotted out. Some stray shots connecting on to Envy. Put him down to 70, but still going to be standing. Still able to fight. Divide, the one disconnected off site. Unable to utilize the Steel Garden from this position. And now Francis and Ivy, one apiece. Francis being corralled from the side, but Ivy has the covering fire. Keeps the Yoru in the mix. And he fights forward to find something. Paranoia now on to Divide. To his demise. Nongshim continuing to not allow for PaperX to ramp up, to get that momentum, that wind in their sails.
And they're just so on point. Again, having that early info, having the TP to make this their strong side. The patience, give up a little bit of space. You have so much of that Cypher util to give you the no and the how. They just can't fight forward. You can see some of the struggles here, never having played this map on a stage this year. PRX just looking just enough off kilter. You have Envy's ult, you have Devi's ult, but 3 big ones for Nongshim as well. Convergent Paths, Dimensional Drift, and the Neural Theft. Tucked in. Spot there for something, gets a tag at the very least. Puts RB
10.
Yeah. You're just looking for answers. Now you're going to send in Forsaken to try to hold down mid.
Here, Francis again, going on this deep walk. Ping is there, and Forsaken outdone, caught completely by surprise. Meanwhile, Dambi, a clean one tap to find something there in window. And Francis is just gone completely unnoted. They've given up this space. The PaperX are so frazzled, they're so scattered. They just cannot keep track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting as he slowly drifts to his demise. Nongshim are and have been out for blood this entire series so far. And they are bleeding PaperX dry.
It's just so difficult when you give up this much space, and then you get the ping reveal, and Francis is in a perfect position to punish. PaperX pumps the brakes, pauses the time, and Alex is gonna have to give one of his best yet. It's been great with the timeouts. I mean, often PaperX is coming out of them and either winning the follow-up round or winning the round after the eco if they're in one. There's a little bit of a look from Seoul, it looks like. That's Sam Ryan's.
Yeah.
That's in Itaewon. I know that place.
I had a friend say, hey, you gonna be at this thing? I was like, well, no.
It's
I'm casting it. Let's take a look though at the Coinbase win condition. It's once again called ahead of a thrifty attempt for PaperX, which they've really only been able to get one off the ground. But compared to what we were seeing at the start of that corrode when they were running away with that opening half, everyone was firing on all cylinders, everyone was hitting their shots. Now it is very much scattered across the team with who is able to do what. Forsaken himself currently struggling to find that first kill.
But it's the same thing we saw in corrode where your double duelists are having zero impact on your attacker's side. I mean, this is extremely concerning. It just has to turn around. What else can you say? It has to.
Yeah.
And here they go. Look at this. They're right in the mid. They know that this is a huge problem. So they commit a lot of resources, but so much patience.
Francis, nice little how do you do? Outlaw looking for the follow-up shot. Pulls back around the corner, can get that reload across. Meanwhile, Devi tagged to 60 by RB in mid. It's away unscathed. Thrown over the top, Francis wanting that kill. Has to backpedal out. Zadai forward, unable to find the punish. Forward into the cage, the shorty drawn out. Francis able to find the third, eventually Will falls to saturate, had connected. But that's it, just the one. The one kill, the one round. all that PRX have been able to get so far.
And this time, Francis does not overheat. He plays it close to the vest. Goes for the wide swing there, but gets out of it after the first kill. And the change in position of the Cypher util shows me again that Nongshim's IGL RB is on point with reading this macro. He knows exactly what PRX is thinking and what they want to do round over round. This has to be it for PRX. They have to turn it right here, right now with these ults.
Dambi's just taking space, but will get shut down. Jing just strafing into that smoke at LaFine, but Francis still finds the time to take out something.
He's dialed in. He's feeling it on this map, that's for sure.
One hell of a heater. Forsaken now, able to find one as he does fall. Envy, similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia.
Whoa!
But Extros just holds down M1. He anticipates his movements, and he finds him blind. The drone uncleared, Envy known. Frantically trying to sprint away, maybe a pump fake. But either way, Nongshim scaling in, working their way behind him. Ring around the rosy here, perhaps Minot jumps across the opposite side of mid and will look to try to get this planted at B. Envy has been monstrous for PRX in making it this far at the tournament. Can he find that prowess? Can he find that clutch? Take the backside. Plant now to come through, double approach from main. Recon shocks all available. Envy looking for the first, but he's the one eating the damage. Tucks back away from the recon. RB ready to swing, and Envy manages to strike. The regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But Extros has the turn, has the kill.
But again, I mean, Envy tries his darndest, but you have so many ults in this round, and you don't use a single one as PRX. It just feels like their mental's gone. It just feels like they're frazzled. They don't have answers. They don't know what to do on this map. You know, sometimes you could come through and surprise opponents, like we saw with T1 last year in Bangkok, but PRX is not that team right now.
No, they're not. So you can see the dismay of the fans. They want a series. They want to see PRX be able to push this, to give them their money's worth, to give them some solid entertainment, stop this from being a 3-0 blowout. And it might very well come down to this right now. Coinbase win condition, the final timeout call on this map for PRX and potentially of the entire tournament.
I just don't know what else to say. They just look off today, and obviously part of that is because Nongshim, the way they play, is so explosive, so well structured, so well thought out. And so many individual players that have just gone absolutely crazy for them with huge moments. Extros again here in this grand finals. Doesn't look like a rookie at all.
No.
He looks like he belongs.
He absolutely does. There's no doubt about that. Hardly was coming into this tournament, and they very quickly got brushed aside. 7-1-2 at the moment. Crowd will count us down. It's PRX, another buy. 5 ultimates to try to utilize. The Virgin Path's gonna be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken, dead. RB finds him. That might have even been before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone gonna be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but Extros with that Hunter Sphere, he's able to find a second. Envy and Ching, both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Running just one shot, the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward, doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. It's just right above the head. Something cannot find Extros. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher. And it looks like PRX are completely out of gas, completely out of ideas, and completely out of hope.
They're flattened. Nothing left to say. He just watches him go through, could just tell RB, yeah, he's going up ropes. And then the ping reveals there. Oh my God. What a catch for Exros.
He's playing insane.
He is, and it's going to take everything just on the players now for PRX. Finally going to invest the dimensional drift here. Try to use it to get a Hunter's Fury to connect, but Tombi's just jumping around.
Just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit and something. Fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy at window. Meanwhile, an exec attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. Exros in between. There's another flawless. Nongshim can do no wrong. And PRX can do no good.
It's just everything they try is thwarted. The individuals for Nongshim are certainly at championship level, and there's a reason, folks, they haven't dropped a single series yet this year. Well, they are running this Royal Road. And they look to be that first Ascension team to claim a championship. They are so well on their way right now. PRX doing a little bit of mid-exploring, a scuffed by here, a hero rifle for Devi, a Guardian for something, a couple Sheriffs, Jing with the Bandit. Jing's ult, the only one left here. You've cycled through them and you can't find a damn thing. Forsaken on this waylay. Dashes in.
Oh, what a read!
Oh,
what a
bad.
read! Ivy just drops down, finds an neural theft. Indy's position now noted. Just settling a 1-for-1. Convergent path's going to be invested. Forsaken going to be caught by that one. Makes it around the corner out the safety, but Exros still is able to find something on the exit. And all the while, the spike has never gotten planted. As Devi completely surrounded. Falls to the wayside. 9-1.
They're better in every respect. They're so aware. Ivy here, just ready for that TP spot.
Pings it as soon as he goes for it.
Yep. Then they have all that control, all that awareness off of the ult. They can then use the convergent pass. It hits Devi as well. They've got a player watching for something as he swings to go back towards the jump. It's just so good. The way that this team has been prepared is incredible, and you just have to tip your cap to their coaching staff.
All right, now glass cannon for Devi. Fairly empty B site. The crunch attempt from Nongshim ends up being a misread. PRX, a window to get this spike planted. Pop flash going to be sent down. Ivy going to be taken down, and now suddenly PRX looking decisive in this round. As Exros unable to find a follow-up, and that leaves just Dambi. A 1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it. Devi from down below will keep Envy alive. And this is a much-needed round for PRX, but the best they can hope for yet again is a 9-3 half.
Yeah, this time their answer is to just remember that there isn't much paint left on those W keys on the keyboard. Let's put it to good use. Devi wins a big battle in mid there too, and then they just storm forward together. Zombie tries to find one, but not able to do it. Who's got some other good call here for PRX? Just trying to sell a little bit of a fake towards B, it looks like. Here goes Forsaken. Ooh.
Barely able to escape. France is not going to be able to find a punish from this angle, and now suddenly PRX continuing to start to find these reads. The last two rounds work their way forward into these emptier sites. B still here at tower. And Nongshim are very quick to rotate and get into position. Shock Dart just a hair off. That one will get a touch of damage onto Envy. Looks at trying to zone them back. Paranoia at the ready, the wall going to be tripped. Divide in the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate, crashes. Dambi diving forward, landing right in behind Envy. It takes Ross to find two, but Forsaken Divide, one apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant, RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. X-Ross on the counter spam has it, and they just hold the defuse. 10-2, Nongshim. They want this done. They want PRX 6 feet under.
There are no answers for this team right now. Hard to imagine that PRX has anything left in the tank.
They'll have to start from the pistol. We'll see if they can find it or if Nongshim continue to be excellent when we come back after halftime.
Red Bull gives you wings.
En serio que son increíbles. Ha sido un evento único y maravilloso. Y por eso yo quiero que todo el mundo se ponga de pie por acá. Todo espacio riesgo, así no estén en cámara. Todo el mundo a ponerse de pie. Porque la vamos a pasar bien. Santiago, ¿están listos? Quiero escucharlo más fuerte. ¿Están listos? Quiero que retumbe espacio riesgo. Todos juntos. ¡Ole, ole, ole, ole! ¡Más fuerte! ¡Más fuerte!
It feels like right now, even if PRX had all of the energy of this crowd within their 5 players on stage, it would still not be enough to dissuade, to push back, to stave off Nongshim Red Force. This has not been a display of peak Valorant between these two teams, but it has been a display of damn near perfection from Nongshim. Refuse to give any advantages to their opponents.
Exactly. I mean, it just goes to show you that it's so much more than just Dambi. Yes, he's incredible. Yes, he is fierce amount of neon, but now they're starting to win maps where they don't run the neon, and it's the players behind him who are doing special things. X-Ross today, outrageously good.
Electric.
Just every time he sees PRX players there, it's dead, and he's going for more, and he's getting multiples. Early grab of the orb there for Francis. Ivy might be the one to try to counter his Forsaken lurk. Might have missed the timing, though.
He'll be able to spot the head, finds the shot. Ivy now gone. A key advantage and a key pistol that PRX cannot afford to lose. Just dumping some flashes into the A site, trying to keep PRX's interests tied over there. Meanwhile, Forsaken catching the rotations, so PRX can begin their own. Francis still here. Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another. 3v5, Nongshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but PRX are in pole position. The flood retake. Stabby now down. X-Ross able to find one. Continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second. Looks for that third. He takes him so very low. But a couple kills elude him. And PRX, they manage to persevere.
Well, it was desperately needed. And a really good mid-round call here by Forsaken to gather the reinforcements, to catch that extra player. The early lurk, well-timed. But this right here, they get some extra guns to deal with Francis. That gives them a huge 5v3 advantage, which they kind of ended up needing.
Nice, boys.
Still some signs of life. The heartbeat is there. It feels like it's in fibrillation for PRX. Nongshim wants to seemingly get pretty aggro right into this outlaw. That dart, though, doesn't clear him.
Something able to find the first shot, cannot connect with the second. Does back away. X-Ross is grabbing up the orb. Yeah. Vi's wall right around the corner is the Vi's. Himself is Devi. So waiting for this push. Ivy would love to have him swing into him. Barrel stuff with that bandit. Devi might just be giving him that opportunity, and he has. Ivy has the kill, and now the Spectre in hand. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken. Oh! He ends up getting red! Played it too patiently, and X-Ross cleans him up with the classic. Suddenly Nongshim, the player advantage, the plant to come through. Francis potentially getting caught. Spot on the Jing. Looks over in towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting. That Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone. And suddenly there's just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy.
It's just relentless. There's no stopping them. They have every read right here. He checks below. I mean, their mental is incredible. The discipline that they are showing. Checking every twist and turn, every corner, every possibility. Again, the understanding of negative map space.
It's the most casual fist bump between two coaches in a grand final that I have ever seen.
How good this must feel for Silkanon after having to grind through Ascension 2 years in a row to get here. Sungmin joining with him. Yeoman as well, a former player, joins the staff, and they have just got these guys on another level, on another planet.
Well, fracked out, Downbeat not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down at 79 is now the Hunter's Fury opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Devi with a nice shot will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause, not exactly where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Downbeat finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Downbeat has 3, and Nongshim have match point.
They're indomitable. Absolutely indomitable. They do everything right, and all Alex can do is shake his head. He knows where this is at. Oh, Dombey. The pre-fire through the smoke even. Beautiful saturate once again. So good with those today. His waylay has been really impactful. He's baiting for his teammates, setting up big kills. Look at this. Everybody on PRX looking for Ivy here. Literally everybody. Now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still going to be able to find one. Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage. Something now eliminated, and it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi. This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. PRX have gone extinct, fossilized, turning to oil beneath Nongshim's feet. From premiere to perfection.
Unbelievable. The gods of chaos have new favored sons. W Gaming falls at the hands of Nongshim Red Force. Ascension to elation. They have done it. Unbelievable. And RB gets there. He gets a title after being on the Vision Strikers, on the DRX teams, spending years in China. Now he has a trophy of his own.
The second for PRX, not to be found. Not on this day. Perhaps in the future. They will walk past that trophy. But they will not be sated by it. Nongshim Red Force, undefeated throughout the year. The damn near perfect run, hardly ever dropping maps on this road. 4 rookies on the global stage. And RPS, their guide. They are your Masters Santiago champions. 938 days since that man in the middle was on a global stage. And now he lifts the trophy aloft.
It's just so impressive how deep this team actually is, how they've had to fight, how they've had to struggle to find their identity. And they leaned into what got them into Tier 1 in the first place. Dambi on the Neon, fantastic plays behind that. The coaches lifting the trophies, how great this must feel for them. The trials and tribulations, and the moment of triumph. Unbelievable. Our first ever Ascension team to lift a global trophy.
Our first Ascension team and our first Premier team. Something that we are not likely going to see for quite some time, but I would love to be proven wrong on that front. I hope that this run inspires those out there who have the drive, who have the confidence to believe in themselves to make it to an event like this, because it is possible. But what a feeling this must be to never have been able to square off against PRX and to absolutely rinse them.
Oh, they obliterated them. This is a masterclass. And this is a team that you don't feel like is going anywhere anytime soon. It's not going to get any easier in stage 1.
Nerf the Neon if you want. I don't think it's going to do a damn thing. We know what Dambi's capable of on the Raze, on the Jet, on the Waylay as well. This is a squad to be feared. This is a squad to look forward to seeing at many more events in the future. It's still a ways away, but you have to assume that London is already on their minds.
Oh, yes. 100% this team looks locked in, looks prepared. And just again, the depth is incredible.
Well, let's send it to Melina and hear from Nongshim, our champions, in the Verizon post-match interview.
La escuadra de Nongshim gana por un 3-0 en este Master Santiago. ¡Más fuerte! And they have this amazing 3-0 win. Congratulations to each one of you. But right now, I want to talk to Ivy first. So Ivy, if you can come up here, please, so we can talk.
네, 3대0으로 우승을 차지한 농심 레드포스 축하드리고요. 먼저 아이비 선수 모셔서 얘기 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
So Ivy, you're the first team ever coming from Premier, and now you went to that Ascension, qualified, and you won your first international event. How are you feeling right now?
농심이 이렇게 되면서 BCT 역사상 최초로 프리미어에서부터 시작해서 어센션을 거쳐서 마스터즈 우승까지 하게 된 팀인데요. 지금 기분이 어떤지부터 들어보고 싶네요.
일단 이제 프로게이머를 하기 전부터 꿈꿔왔던 이 세계대회 우승이라는 걸 해서 정말 기분이 좋습니다.
It feels amazing because winning a trophy has been a dream of mine ever since, before playing pro. So to be able to do that, it feels amazing.
Definitely feels amazing. Y hablando un poquito también de lo que fue para él la experiencia de llegar desde el Premier, ahora llegar a este stage y ganar su primer trofeo, sinceramente ha sido increíble. Siempre fue su sueño desde que ni siquiera era pro y realmente estar pudiendo lograr eso ha sido increíble. Ivy, thank you very much. 감사합니다. And now I want to talk to Dambi because we have heard a lot from him. Hemos escuchado mucho sobre Dambi y han estado todas las miradas encima de él, pero quiero saber también qué le permite, qué hace su equipo para que lo permitan brillar y simplemente ser increíble dentro de este team. Dambi, we already talked. All eyes are on you, but now you're in everybody's mouth. Everyone's so happy to see you succeed. I just want to know, what does your team make to make you shine like that? That way you shine, you played so confident.
워낙 마스터즈 시작할 때부터 담비 선수의 네온이 팬분들의 관심을 많이 끌었는데 이제는 팬분들 모두가 농심이라는 팀 전체를 바라보면서 열광하고 계시거든요. 담비 선수를 이렇게 빛나게 해준 건 팀원들 없이는 불가능했을 텐데 팀원들의 어떤 노력이 있었기에 오늘 이렇게 빛날 수 있었을까요?
일단 오래 했기도 했고 계속 어센션부터 계속 하다 보니까 낮은 곳에서 높은 곳으로 올라오면서 저희가 다 경험할 거 다 하고 끈끈함이 있었기 때문에 된 것 같습니다.
Well, the core has been playing for so long, and the experience of going through ascension, starting from the very bottom and climbing our way up here, I think the strong bond that built throughout our journey has allowed us to shine on stage like this.
They have shined perfectly. Hablando un poquito a la respuesta a esa pregunta, dice que el hecho de venir desde Ascension, desde abajo, poder estar aquí, hace toda esta victoria un poquito mejor, un poquito más alegre y realmente los buildió, finalmente los armó para poder llegar a este momento y poder estar jugando de esa manera. Dami Hamzamida, thank you very much. And now I want to talk to RB. Quiero hablar con RB. Este jugador con tanta experiencia ha pasado por tantos torneos, pero esta es su primera copa y quiero saber cómo toda esta historia finalmente lo ha formado como el capitán IGL que es el día de hoy. RB, congratulations. Now I want to know, you are the most experienced player. You have been throughout a lot of international tournaments, but this is your first trophy. How's how your career shaped you as the leader you are today in your team?
알비 선수 우승 정말 축하드리고요. 참 긴 시간 동안 여러 과정을 거쳐서 이렇게 드디어 첫 번째 국제전 트로피를 들어올리게 됐는데요. 돌아보면 그동안의 시간이 알비 선수를 어떤 선수로 만들어줬고 또 트로피까지 가져다 줬는지 궁금합니다.
제가 6년 동안 발로란트를 하면서 처음으로 이제 결승전 진출에 이렇게 국제대회 첫 우승을 쟁취하게 되어 너무 기분이 좋고요. 그리고 여기까지 이런 과정을 겪어온 게 수도 없이 많았기 때문에 여기까지 올 수 있었던 것 같고 그 과정 속 안에서 이제 제가 경험했던 이제 전 동료들에게 전하고 싶은 게 뭐 비전 스트라이커즈, PRX, 그 다음에 이제 TNC 이런 팀원 멤버들의 경험 덕분에 제가 농심에 오고 나서 여기까지 제 능력을 발휘할 수 있었던 것 같습니다. 감사합니다.
Well, 6 years of playing Valorant and competing in this scene. This was my first international event, first international grand finals, and also winning the first trophy as well. It definitely feels amazing, and I think the journey and the hardship shaped me the way I am and allowed me to grow into a player that I am today, winning the Masters trophy. But I just wanted to say, you know, to my former teammates, whether it's Vision Strikers, PRX, TEC, I would like to say thank you to those who has helped me along the way. It was because I had to go through those times with those boys that allowed me to perform this well and win the trophy with Nongshim roster.
Definitely amazing roster they have going on. Y a la respuesta a esa pregunta, definitivamente el hecho de haber pasado por toda esta experiencia, por haber